We're back. Here we go. Shout out everybody coming into the chat. Appreciate you guys. We're going to keep the party going to the next game. Hopefully this game doesn't disappoint us like the Knicks did tonight. Great job, New York. It's 11-9. Also got to change our scoreboard. Got to change our bingo card. It's 11-9. Randall in the paint, pull-up jumper, comes up short, rebound, knocked away. Gordon picks it up. We are Timberwolves versus Nuggets all the way down here. Boom, 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 boom. Change our bingo card. We got Knicks, Timberwolves versus Nuggets game 2. There we go. Now we can get down to here, and there we go. And it is 12-11. Back and forth they go here tonight. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. There we go. Zane said, come on, Wolves, give us bingo. We are a little over 6 minutes. It was 7 minutes ago, just under 7 to go here. So we're going to take our time down. David Hutchinson said, Knicks will have 24 and 31 picks. Good draft picks to send to Milwaukee. Decent draft picks. We'll see if they decide to send it to Milwaukee. If they decide to send it somewhere else, we'll see. Cam Johnson, a right wing 3. Got it to go. There you go. 15-11. Sons Jen said, the first thing you should know is no cool crowd t-shirts. Ricardo said, T-Wolves is Knicks Team B, pretty much. They get it over to Gobert. A little floater shot along the baseline. Terrible shot from Gobert. Here comes Denver pushing. Hit ahead to Christian Brown down the lane. A layup. Got it to go. And the foul for Christian Brown. He's trying to hype up the crowd. I see you, brother. 6:30 to go here in this first quarter. Christian Blaze said, if my team blew the fourth like that, I am shutting it down for the night. Well, that's the difference between you and me, brother. I got confidence in my team. We're going to be all right. Knicks in 5, never wavered. Said Knicks in 5 from the start. In order to be Knicks in 5, you got to lose one game. Pretty confident the Knicks will pull it together. Lana Mona said, we lose this series. Mike Brown is one and done. Highly doubt it. They will not change the coach again. They will look to change the roster. Chizdad said Jokic does it all. Jokic with, to start the night, 0 points, but 2 and 2. 2 boards, 2 assists for Nikola Jokic. And we can go over what we got on our bingo card here as we catch up on the timer. This block said a sweep in Atlanta, not happening. Like the Knicks sweeping Atlanta, they could. It's possible. We'll see. Dasun moved 15-3 and 3. We got a technical foul. We're coming in late, so you're going to have to, anybody who has watched the game so far tonight is going to have to fill me in on whether or not there's a technical foul. Actually, we can go through the team stats and see that. 4-point play, travel, a triple-double, some of the usual things, a double-double, successful challenge, Jokic for 30. I lowered it down from 35 to 30 because I don't think he's going to be looking to score a ton in this series, especially with the Rudy Gobert matchup. He might be looking to more distribute and whatnot. You got Bones Highland for 3 threes. You got DiVincenzo for 3 threes. You got a shot clock violation. Cam Johnson for 3 threes. You have Gobert for 4 stocks. Gobert tonight. We can check the box score and go through it. We got a goaltend as always. We got Randall for 25 points. We got a jump ball. Gordon for 20 points. Christian Brown for 10 and 5. And he just got that in one, so he's got 7 points. No boards, no assist or anything. Edwards for 30. Anthony Edwards tonight. 3 points for him. Randall knocked down 2 threes. He's got 8. We have Hardaway for 3 threes. 2 consecutive missed free throws. A failed challenge. McDaniels for 20 and Murray for 30. Christian Blaze said, I know I could never do this stream thing. I'd break the equipment as a Celtics fan. Too emotional? Kind of got to just put your big boy pants on and keep your emotions in check, brother. Come on. We got to be adults here. Raymond said, no, it's dumb to change after 1 year with the coach. Yeah, they won't be changing the coach. Here's the thing. Even if they wanted to fire Mike Brown, what you're not going to do is pay 2 coaches to not coach your team. So when they fired Tom Thibodeau, he still had 3 years left on his contract because he got an extension. So this year and the next 2 seasons, they will be paying Tom Thibodeau his full contract. Those contracts are permanent. They are guaranteed money. So they will continue to pay Tom Thibodeau. So James Dolan is not going to be signing checks for people who don't work for him. He is already not happy that he had to fire Tom Thibodeau. And he definitely won't approve in firing Mike Brown, so to pay him to go sit on the couch and hire another guy, right? They definitely won't be doing that. So and we've said this all season, if they end up losing in the playoffs at any point in any kind of disastrous ending, the roster will be changed. Major moves will be made, right? Whether it is the Giannis Antetokounmpo trade or it's trying to find another trade that's out there, which I think there will be some level of a large amount of trades out there this offseason. Ty Eagles, what's up, Ty? Why did that happen again? It is definitely annoying and disappointing for sure, brother. Raymond said, it's just a game, people. They play, we watch, and guess and have fun. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm annoyed and frustrated, and it's going to ruin my night. I'm not going to have a good night's sleep tonight, and I got to wake up early tomorrow morning. But, I don't have any control over that, so I'm going to keep my life moving. Last thing I'm going to do is break something I have in anger or frustration. Definitely not going to happen. Jet fan, what's up, Jet fan? We're going to be all right, brother. We're going to be all right. They call an offensive foul on a moving screen after Christian Brown didn't knock down his and one free throw after we came out of that timeout. All right, let's log into the game here. Jet fan said, I need some therapy from you. Let the emotions fly, brother. Here's the thing. I say all of that, but also I always say, let the emotions out, for sure. Be upset, be annoyed, be angry, put it in the chat, let me know, because it's valid. It's valid to feel that way. But, let it out and then go back to living your life. Raymond said, it's just a game. Oh, we read that one, right? He said, that's the way, Chevy? Yeah. I'm going to be annoyed, I'm going to be frustrated, and I'm going to go to bed, and I'm not going to get a great night's sleep because I'm going to be thinking about it all night, and then I'm going to go to work tomorrow, and then we're going to come back tomorrow night. We're going to do another live stream, and then we're going to come back. I believe the next game is going to be, on Wednesday, right? We'll go through the schedule and see what we got going on, but Jokic driving it down, has it in the post against McDaniels, in the paint, kicks it out to Murray, wide open left wing 3, off the screen, can't get it to go, rebound to Gobert. We are just under the halfway point of this first quarter. It's 18-11, 7-point lead for Denver. Anthony Edwards in the post, stops, kicks it out. Naj Reid on the right wing, cross-court pass. McDaniels, left corner, being guarded by Gordon, puts up the 3, can't get it to go. Rebound, Jokic knocking into the air, picks up the rebound, bringing it down the other way, gets it over to Christian Brown. Christian Brown up top, gets it over to Jokic. Jokic, they're breaking traffic, down low to Hardaway in the paint, throws it up along the baseline, got it to go down. Looked like he was off balance, gonna fall over. Looks like he was just heaving it up towards the rim, but he got it to go down anyway. And that's another assist for Jokic. Great shots. Anthony Edwards splits the pick and roll defense, throws up the floater, but it's a foul out on the perimeter as they had a reach-in foul. Just that said, this year's going 7. Minnesota, Denver going 7. We'll see. We'll see. Just that said, Nuggets are on a run. 9-point lead in the first year. See what kind of answer Minnesota's got. Dosun was just checking into the game. They get it into Gobert. Hands it off to Edwards. Edwards dealing with the knee sprain. They swing it out Naj Reid. Extra pass to Sumu in the corner. Ran off the line by Hardaway. He throws up the tough contested floater. Gets knocked out of the air by Jokic. Off an air ball floater from Dosunmu. Christian Brown leaves it off for Gordon. Gordon has it on the left wing, being guarded by Naj Reid. Up top to Hardaway, coming to his right. Leaves it off for Jokic in the paint. Kicks it out to Gordon. Swings through to his right. Down the lane. Step back. Foul line. Fall away. Off the back rim. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Dosunmu picks it up. He's going to bring it down the other way. 20-11. Under 5 to go. They get over to Gobert up top, hands it off to Edwards. Coming to his right up the screen. Foul line, pull-up jumper, or mid-range pull-up jumper, a deep one, deeper than the foul line. Hardaway the rebound off the back of the rim. They shovel it over to Jokic. Jokic has it at the top of the key, picks up his handle, over to Murray. Murray, being guarded by Anthony Edwards, swings through to his right. And as he swung through to his right and started dribbling towards the basket, he turned his head and looked at the ref, all in one motion, and then turned back, and the ref noticed it and called the foul on Anthony Edwards, who was holding on to Murray, which is why he turned and looked at the official in the first place. Judge, that's at 11:04 feels late, because it is late. 11 o'clock is already pretty late. Ricardo said, can't wait for game 3. Be ready, Hawks fans, for Brunson will have a different mindset. I hope he has a different mindset. I didn't love his process in the second half there. Christian Brown gets it over to Jokic, who has it up top, being guarded by Anthony Edwards. Puts him in the post. Kicks it out to Murray. All right, wing 3 for Jamal Murray. Got it to go, and the foul for Jamal Murray. Could be a 4-point play, but brother, you got to knock down the free throw to give it to us. Christian Blake said, hoping for a Denver blowout. If it is a Denver blowout, we could end the night early. We'll see. We'll see. These two teams tend to blow each other out a pretty decent amount. Like, they're somewhat even, but usually when one team gets it going, the other team has a hard time stopping them. Jamal Murray at the foul line. He can give us... Oh, I should pull it up. I don't have the card pulled up to adjust, to edit. Here we go. There we go. 4-point play, 4-point play, 4-point play. There it is, right up top. Boom. Jamal Murray knocks down the free throw, gives us a 4-point play here tonight. 4:30 to go here in the first quarter. It is a 13-point lead for the Denver Nuggets. Randall has it up top, being guarded by Jokic. Randall faces up, driving to his left, bullies his way against Jokic. A layup with the left hand, can't get it to go. Excellent defense from Jokic. Fight for the loose ball. Randall can't hold on to it, but Dosunmu able to pick it up, being guarded by Hardaway. Kicks it out to Edwards. Edwards dances with it against Murray, picks up his handle. He's got nowhere to go. Heaves it up at the rim, draws the foul. Foul on the floor, though. They're not going to give him a shot. And Edwards can't believe it. Zane said, I heard whispers Ant wants to be in Atlanta. I think he whispered that. I think he would love to play in Atlanta, but I don't think he's looking to leave Minnesota anytime soon. I think Anthony Edwards, has had a taste of what it's like to compete on a playoff team that has a chance of winning a championship. And I think if Minnesota ever strays from that path and they're no longer a legit contending team, I could definitely see Anthony Edwards moving on once his contract is over. Edwards is at the foul line for 2. Christian Blaze said, get those likes in, disgruntled Knicks fans. Yeah, remember to go ahead and hit the like on the stream, though. Anyway, appreciate y'all. Just that said, no Conley on the bingo card. Sad face. We don't have Conley on the bingo card now. No. Shout out Conley, though. Gamal, what's up, Gamal? Hawks pulled it off, Gamal. Your Hawks pulled it off. 2 free throws for Anthony Edwards there. 24-13. Jamal Murray will bring it down against Dosunmu. Jamal Murray has it up top, being guarded by Dosunmu, coming to his right off a couple of screens. Pulls it out, kicks it out to Jokic, right wing, pump fakes, hands it off to Murray. Pull up 3 off the handoff. Murray got it to go, and the foul again. He could give us a back-to-back 4-point play. Jamal Murray going crazy here. He did not have a good shooting night in game 1. He's showing, I can get it going in game 2, though. Ty Eagle said someone else has to show up for the Knicks or it's a dumpster fire. I think a ton of guys have shown up for the Knicks. They just got to play better for a full 48, brother. I think that's it. Ricardo Cepeda said it's Alvarado's fault. He fired up CJ and the Knicks fans made a new chant and that not went well. I think actually Jose Alvarado did a phenomenal job to get CJ McCollum off his game by getting into his head a little bit. But Jalen Brunson is not a good defender, and he exposed Jalen Brunson's defense all night long going at him. That's the problem. You're going to have to get Jose Alvarado in there. Highland wide open left corner 3, got it to go. Tim Hardaway Jr. flopping his way, holding onto his face, trying to get the refs' attention to call the offensive foul. They don't, and Hardaway Jr. just standing there allowing Highland to shoot the 3 instead of continuing the play. Gives up the wide open shot. Murray leaves it off Jokic, wide open straightaway 3. He's got no one around him, but he misses it. Battle for the loose ball rebound, knocked out of bounds by Spencer Jones. It's going to go back to the Timberwolves here. It's a 12-point game. 3:20 to go. Christian Blake said, look at the basketball gods coming through for a potential blowout. What's the cap? 25 points at the third quarter? Usually 25 points is when it's like, okay, yeah. If we don't see any signs of a comeback for the opposite team, we'll end it there. 20 points is a possible comeback, so we try to hang around a little bit. But if they get it up to about 25, as Anthony Edwards swings through across the lane, gets a layup to go, 25 points is around, we usually give them about 6 minutes in the second half to be like, all right, what kind of comeback do we got going on? If it's still 25 and maybe even going the other way in terms of building the lead even further than that, then that's when we'll end it. But we'll worry about that when we get there. Hardaway puts up the 3, got fouled and got it to go. 4 3-point play, 3, I can get my numbers right, 3 4-point possible plays in a row for Denver. My goodness. My goodness. Kamal said, I give the Knicks all the credit in the world for retro beat such a mighty team. Zane said, at 20 points being a possible comeback, shots fired. 20 points is a possible comeback. If it's a 20-point lead, 21-point lead, 22-point lead, even a 24-point lead, I look at it and I go, oh, maybe. Maybe. We've seen it happen in the playoffs before. We've seen it happen in the regular season game, obviously, but we've seen it happen in the playoffs before. Christian Blaze said, I hope JJ and Nall wake up offensively. Yeah, that's another point where Jalen Johnson and Alexander Walker didn't give you anything, and you still walked away with a W. So that's a huge win. Huge win for Atlanta, and a terrible loss for the Knicks, who outplayed Atlanta for about 48-minute stretch there, and then got absolutely dumped on in the fourth quarter, which has not been what has happened for the Knicks throughout this whole season. So, unfortunately, now you're tied at 1-1 going to Atlanta here. Just that said, I'm too tired to care. I had the day off from work today, so I tried to get in as much rest as possible, man. I tried to get in as much rest as possible. I took 2 naps today. 2 naps. I slept in. I woke up, got something to eat, took care of the dogs, went back to sleep for another nap. Got up again, set up for the games tonight. Took care of the dogs again, hung out with the dogs, took another nap, woke up, ate some food, showered, came down, started the show. George Person, what's up, George? Raymond said it's okay, we'll get him next time. 7-game series, Knicks in 5. Said Knicks in 5 from the beginning. That's 1 win for Atlanta. Now you just got to make sure you rattle off 3 in a row. Zane said the Wolves got to be killed in bits right now. Kamal said Hawks in 5. Hey, it could be Hawks in 5 until proven otherwise, for sure. You have, you should have all the confidence in the world. You're going to Atlanta tied 1-1, and you have not played a good basketball game yet. So, got that good, got that going. All right, we'll leave that up there. So one thing I do want to do is go through it. I don't think we had one of these as this early in the game, but you never know. So we'll pull this up here. And we'll check the team stats just to make sure there are no technicals or flagrants here. Nope, no technicals or flagrants, so we're good. We're good on our bingo card moving forward. Fung Pei said, "Grad Chevy dogs and basketball is a life dreamt of." Well, I had the day off from work, so that's why my day was as easy as that. But we work tomorrow, and we're doing the game tomorrow, and we're staying up late to do this game because these are 2 fantastic games to do. Tomorrow, not really, so we're only going to do the 1 game tomorrow. As a matter of fact, I said we'll look at the schedule moving forward, and I did not do that, so let's pull it up here. So tomorrow's schedule is 76ers, Celtics, and Trailblazers, Spurs. Probably going to end up doing Trailblazers, Spurs because it is the better game than watching the 76ers get blown out by the Celtics again. Although I hope that's a close game, but I doubt it. Hardaway does knock down the and 1 free throw, so here we go. We're back into it. A 3 from Naj Reid goes over the backboard, rebounded by Bruce Brown, who just subbed into the game, and Bruce Brown will bring it down. 14-point lead for the Denver Nuggets here. Bruce Brown has it up top, being guarded by Highland. Brown gets it over to Jamal Murray, over to Jokic, up top, being guarded by Randall. Jokic coming to his right, hands it off to Hardaway, coming to his left, step back, foul line, not foul line, deeper than the foul line, fall away jumper, can't get it to go, not a good shot at all. Here comes Anthony Edwards bringing it down. We are under 3 minutes to go, never restarted the timer, my bad. Approaching the 2-minute mark, Edwards a step back 3, comes up short, rebound, Murray knocked out of his hands, but it goes out of bounds, off of Naj Reid, ball back to the Nuggets. Holding on to this 14-point lead here. Tay Cowboy said, Knicks, this is how you start to put a team away. It's the first quarter. The Knicks had a 13-point lead. It was the largest lead, I think. But here you go. Here we go. Durston, what's up, Durston? Bingo, bingo, no, not yet. Just getting ready. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, we do have a 4-point play. Multiple 4-point plays here tonight. I do have it filled in on the board, but we'll update it in a second. Forgot about that. Jokic has it up top. Being guarded by Randall. Hands it off to Brown. Bruce Brown. Driving, turning, spinning in the lane. Puts up the floater. Can't get it to go. But a foul on Highland. That's the second foul. That's the second foul. Do we have a player fouling out here on this board? We do not. Do not have player fouls out. We have 1:52 to go. Zane said Embiid stays getting hurt before the playoffs. That boy is made of Laffy Taffy or something. Yeah, something rough. Something rough. Bruce Brown misses a free throw. Got one more coming. Got to knock down your free throws, man. We just watched the game be given away with missed free throws. Just Dad said, what did you think we were going to sweep? We are in OKC. We live in a real place where this is other stuff going on. Yeah. I love the energy of everybody said Knicks and sweep. Like CP the franchise over at Knicks Fan TV said Knicks and 4. And honestly, it should be Knicks and 4, but there's something about this team where you can't fully trust them. Dosunmu misses the left wing 3 off the handoff, but Spencer Jones gets called for a foul trying to box out Kyle Anderson there. So the ball's going to stay here with Minnesota. The Nuggets did knock down that other free throw. They split the free throws there. Bruce Brown split the free throws. They get it into Anderson up top. Anderson gets it over to Randall. Randall being guarded by Hardaway. Back to Anderson. Kicks it out Highland. A left wing 3 for Bones Highland. Got it to go for Bones Highland. Big time shot for Highland. We have Highland up here for what? 3 threes? That's his second one. 1:20 to go in this first quarter. Cam Johnson bringing it down. Come to his right off the Jokic screen. Slip pass to Jokic. What a pass. Down the lane, scoop lay with the right hand. Got it to go past Najee Reed. What a pass from Cam Johnson, really. And obviously a beautiful finish from Jokic, but what a pass. Anderson hands it off to Reed, gets it over to Randall. He's going quickly against Jokic, puts up the floater off glass, way off on that one. Ball knocked out by Kyle Anderson. And Hardaway is upset there was no foul called as he got knocked to the ground. Zane said, I would have loved to see that series of Embiid were healthy, but it's just a snooze fest. Yeah. Would actually been an interesting, fun series if Embiid was healthy. But instead, probably going to get a blowout in all 4 games. Maybe Philly can make it competitive in 1 if Boston has a bad game. But Kyle Anderson has it up top, gets it over to Randall. Randall lines up the left wing 3, comes up short, rebound to Bruce Brown, but he can't hold on to it. Hardaway's going to dive and save it. What a save for Tim Hardaway. Here comes Bruce Brown pushing, tries to get over to Jokic, gets picked off by Highland. Now it's a 3-on-1 fast break. But Highland runs right into Hardaway. Hardaway back-to-back amazing plays. And he's firing himself up. I love it. Once a Knick, always a Knick. Tim Hardaway, I always kind of liked Timmy. He drove me crazy, but that's because he was the best player on a horrific team, and he should never be a number 1 option. What a fantastic play from Timmy Hardaway. My goodness, yes, sir. I love that. I love that. What a terrible play from Bones Highland, though. They're showing the replay there. What a terrible play by Bones Highland. They get it into Jokic up top. Jokic hands it off to Hardaway. Coming to his right, off the Jokic screen. Driving down the lane, layup. Can't get it to go, but gets fouled by Mike Conley. Hardaway go to the foul line for 2 with 35 seconds to go. Hardaway making things happen here tonight, man. Timmy Hardaway. Their leading scorer right now. Timmy Hardaway can't be stopped. Craig Yang, what's up, Craig? What's going on with McDaniel? We just tuned into the game with the 6-minute mark, and by then, McDaniels wasn't do much, and then he subbed out of the game. So I can't tell you exactly, but not playing particularly well, I'll tell you that. Hardaway knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Jokic subs out. Hardaway knocks down both. Conley will pick the ball up at the half-court line to give him as much time as possible. Conley up top, coming to his right. Dance with it against Gordon. Lobs it over to Randall. High post, being guarded by Bruce Brown. Going to put him in the post and back him down. Leans in, trying to draw the foul. He gets it. Can't knock down the floater, but go to the foul line for 2. Zane said apparently he was an answer at one point, as per Ant once said, but I haven't seen it recently. Who was an answer at one point? What are we talking about? Oh, Zane, oh, Jaden McDaniels. Do the Wolves still have Jaden McDaniels? They do. They do. He's subbing back into the game here. 0 points on 0 for 2 from the field. Randall knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Knocks the lead back down to 15. Abigail, what's up, Abigail? How's it going tonight? 24 seconds to go. Randall at the foul line for one more. Knocks down both free throws, cutting it to a 14-point lead. Denver should be able to hold it for the final shot of the quarter here. There's only about a point, actually exactly a .2 differential between game clock and shot clock, so it's about even. Murray has it up top. Being guarded by McDaniels on the final possession here. Murray coming to us right off the Jokic screen. Driving it down. Beautiful inside pass to Aaron Gordon. What a pass. Two-handed slam for Aaron Gordon. So many options for the Denver Nuggets overall. And they get it in the Randall. Randall will bring it down. Gets it over to Gobert. Gobert lobs it up. McDaniels catches, layups, got it to go. More than enough time. Denver, what are you doing? Just sleepwalking your way at the end of the quarter there. Jokic to three-quarters court heave, not even close, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter here. 39-25, a 39-point quarter for the Denver Nuggets. Pretty fantastic. Pretty fantastic. But here's the thing, I always say this. When it's the first quarter like this and you put up an offensive quarter like this, like, number one, it gets you on the right foot. Obviously, that's great. But number two, if that's your best offensive quarter of the night, it'll allow Minnesota to kind of claw away at the lead, chip away at it, claw their way back into the game, and give themselves an opportunity as the game goes on by playing slightly better each quarter, right? But Denver could also just kind of keep them an arm's distance away all night long and pull away at the end. So they said Jokic wants the MVP bad. He may get it if there's a sweep. The MVP has already been voted on. They're just waiting to announce it. They already announced Wembanyama as Defensive Player of the Year, so all the votes have been casted, all the votes are in. It's a regular season award. Nothing you do in the playoffs affects the MVP. The only time you can win an MVP in the playoffs is if you win Finals MVP. Ahmed, what's up, Ahmed? Isn't the Joker averaging a triple-double again? He averages triple-double through the regular season, yes. Yes, indeed. So this is the schedule for tomorrow. We're going to be doing Trailblazers versus Spurs. Like I said, I do believe this is going to be the best game of the night, or the better game of the night, as opposed to doing 76ers Celtics, which is an earlier start time, which might be slightly better for me, but I don't think it's going to be a particular game. So I'd rather watch the better game. And we're only going to be doing the one game. I don't know if we're going to stay up late to watch Rockets-Lakers in Game 2. I think the Rockets will probably run away with it in Game 2, but you never know. Really unpredictable Rockets team, really unpredictable Lakers team. Zane said Scoot over Wemby. Listen, Zane, get off my back about Scoot. I'm kidding, by the way, but get off my back about Scoot. Scoot, he gonna figure it out, Zane. He gonna figure it out. Scoot's gonna figure it out. I've never given up on Scoot. It's my guy. I thought he was the future of the point guard position, man. I thought he was going to be the best point guard in the league. I was like, that guy's going to get in the NBA. He's athletic. He got the work ethic going. Oh, my goodness, this kid's going to be phenomenal. Yep, and I was completely wrong. But maybe not. But maybe not. So Wednesday we have Magic versus Pistons. That one gets spicy. That one gets spicy. Thursday says Sleep Rockets got this one. Yeah, I mean, I would expect so, right? The Lakers played extremely well in that first game. I don't know if they can repeat that in the second game. We'll see, but you never know. You never know. Zane said, regardless, Scoot's still tough. Scoot, he's starting to figure it out a little bit. He had a really good first playoff debut. 18 points for him. Not giving up on Scoot, but he has not turned into the player I thought he was going to be. But never say never with Scoot. Abigail said, who won between the Lakers versus Rockets game? The Lakers won game 1 in a pretty surprising performance. And then we have the Suns-Thunder game. So again, not going to stay up late to watch Suns-Thunder when I expect that to be another blowout. So we'll do Magic-Pistons on, Wednesday? And then we have just the one game Trailblazers Spurs on Tuesday. And then the Knicks play again on Thursday. And that's when we'll do our Knicks-Hawks game. That's a prime video game. That's a 7 o'clock start time, so a little bit earlier. But, of course, we'll stay up late to watch Nuggets, Timberwolves as well. So that's when we'll do the doubleheader again there. Well, let's get back to our coverage here. Start of the second quarter. Hardaway launches a three over DiVincenzo. Got it to go. Tim Hardaway came out ready to go, man. Timmy Hardaway came out ready to go. Where are we at here? Over here. 42-25, 17-point lead. Anthony Edwards fall away mid. He can't get it to go. Rebound by Valanciunas. Here comes Jamal Murray. Murray up top, being guarded by Edwards. Coming to his right. Hesitates from the perimeter. Down the lane in the paint. Throws up the floater. Got it to go for Jamal Murray. And it's a 19-point lead. Denver coming out and rocking early here tonight. 19-point lead early here in the second. DiVincenzo off the handoff, driving it down against Cam Johnson. Spins in the paint. Pump fake spins. Got nowhere to go. Over to Edwards in the left corner. Ooh, pull it back. Beautiful move. Anthony Edwards got it to go for Ant-Man. Wow. Smooth move from Edwards with the little step back, pull back, step back in the corner. Jamal Murray up top gets it back to a 16-point game. Spinning to his left. Being guarded by McDaniels. Murray coming to his right off a Valanciunas screen. Back to his left. Mid-range pull-up jumper from Murray. Comes up short. Rebound. Knocked into the air. Recovered by Naj Reid. Gets it over to Anthony Edwards, bringing it down. Edwards up top. Pushing the pace. Blowing right past Bruce Brown in the lane. Scoop play with the right hand. Got it to go, and they wave it off. They call a foul on Gobert, I believe. Anthony Edwards is saying the challenger, but they're going to say the foul is going to be on Rudy Gobert, most likely. See the replay on it. Gobert just getting his hand in there. To me, it's a little ticky-tack. Gobert getting his hand in there against Cam Johnson. Yeah, I guess technically it's a foul, but I don't love those little ticky-tack fouls there. Cam Johnson off the handoff, puts up the straightaway three, can't get it to go. Valanciunas, the offensive rebound, put back, can't get it to go, but he gets fouled. Oof, could have been another three-point play possibility for the Nuggets there, but Valanciunas is going to go to the foul line for two, I assume. They're going to call it in the act of shooting. Foongpe said Gobert plus Bogart ice cream. Corey Skeets, what's up, Corey? Chevy checking in. Honestly, I'm gutted from the Knicks game, but let's go Nugs. Yeah, Knicks game sucks. The ending sucks, obviously. Knicks gave it away. The free throw shooting, man, you can't miss 10 free throws in a game and expect to win. You just can't. They don't give it to him in the act of shooting, by the way. It's a foul on the floor. They get it in. Murray, scoop play with the right hand, way off. Can't grab the rebound. Rebound back out to Murray. Kicks it out to Cam Johnson for an open three. Can't get it to go. DiVincenzo comes flying in for a rebound. Cleans it up. He says, fine, I'll do it. Here comes Anthony Edwards bringing it down. He's starting to get unlocked here in the second quarter. He's got Murray switched on to him. Anthony Edwards dancing with it. Fall away. Sees a double team. Steps through. Easy layup. Anthony Edwards cooking right now to start the second quarter. Knocked down the step back three. Got all the way to the rim previously. That was ultimately waved off, but now steps through and gets the layup to go. 12 points on 4 for 9 from the field. For Anthony Edwards, he cuts it back to a 14-point lead. Knocks 5 points off of it. Murray bringing it down. He has it up top. Swings it over to Johnson. Johnson has had a couple of wide open looks here. Could have continued to extend the lead. And the ball gets knocked out of bounds by Naj Reid. Still 14-point lead. 9:30 to go in the second. Beer battered. Gummy Shark, what's up, Beer battered? Any other Sixers fan hyped for Game 2 versus Celtics? Yeah, me neither. Yeah, it sucks. No Embiid, Hardaway, mid-range pull-up jumper, can't get it to go. Here come the Timberwolves. Starting to build momentum here. Anthony Edwards dancing with it. Ball gets knocked out of bounds by Bruce Brown, trying to hype himself up defensively. And Anthony Edwards just looks at him and he's like, really? I don't know if that's the guy I'd want to be poking right now if I was Bruce Brown. I mean, I get being hyped on a nice defensive play, but Euro, what's up, Euro? What do you got to say about my Hawks? Hawks are really good. In order for the Knicks to win in 5, Knicks had to lose 1 game. It sucks it had to be a disastrous fourth quarter outing for them with 10 missed free throws. But as Naj Reid with a Euro step pass, Valanciunas gets the layup and the foul. What a move from Naj Reid. I've had respect since the start of the series, brother, for the Atlanta Hawks. I got a ton of respect for that team. But the Knicks gave that game away. Hawks did a great job of stealing it in the Garden there. You need to steal one on the road, obviously, to really make it a series. But a disastrous game from the Knicks, missing 10 free throws. As Naj Reid misses the free throw, but Gobert the offensive rebound, Anthony Edwards driving it down in the paint, leans in, draws the foul on Valanciunas, and Anthony Edwards will go to the foul line for 2. And here comes Minnesota. They said blowout. I think not. If I'm Atlanta, I am giddy about winning game 2 because Jalen Johnson and Nickeil Alexander-Walker, terrible games. CJ McCollum, excellent game. And if I'm the Knicks, I'm worried about this Jalen Brunson matchup because he has been terrible defensively in this series. You said y'all not beating us at home? We'll see. We'll see. Next game is on Thursday, so we got 2 days off for the travel. Just that said, kind of hard to get worked up when over half the association makes the postseason. I mean, I guess. Anthony Edwards missed the second free throw. He hit the first one. And then they call a lane violation, I think, on Jonas Valanciunas, who has been a bit of a disaster since coming into the game to start the second year. Or a foul. Not a lane violation. A foul. They call a foul on Valanciunas. Or a technical? What is going on here? What is the call, officials? It's a technical foul. So there's a technical right there, which I still have yet to update our board here. So we have already had multiple 4-point plays. That's a technical foul. They knock it down. Where's the tech? Yeah, I don't understand that technical foul there from that official. What a terrible call. Gobert's going to sub out. What an awful call. This is game 2. T-Wolves Nugs. Our bingo card. There we go. Let's update it. 4-point play and technical foul right next to each other. Desumu 15, 3 and 3. Travel triple-double, and we're good. Considering Jokic averages a triple-double, I feel like we're pretty good on that. Here comes Jamal Murray bringing it down. Nuggets go extremely small. They take Valanciunas up out of there. They also take Gobert out of there. So now both teams going very small, but they got Naz Reid and Randall, 2 big, strong dudes. They also put Gordon in to play essentially small ball 5, and they call a 3-second violation on the Timberwolves. That's a free point for the Nuggets, I believe. Fungpei said, yeah, having Jokic and putting a triple-double is a gimme. Yeah, it feels like against any other team, you got triple-double there. And now they're calling offensive foul on Spencer Jones. All right, the officials getting a little too whistle happy here, man. Game's getting chippy, but my goodness. Judge that said coaches wearing pajamas. Yeah, I hate the quarter zips, man. Honestly, what Coach Adelman has on for the Nuggets is like a half zip. It's a long quarter zip there. Anthony Edwards inside the McDaniels. A beautiful touch pass to Randall for the layup. Wow, what a touch pass from McDaniels. And it's back down to 8. They cut 11 points off the lead. They said, Sheffy, you're not going to bed early. We're going to make this a game. And you know what? I appreciate it. Just that said, you and Michael Grady would be fun to listen to. Shout out Michael Grady. Fungpei said, wasn't there a rule that said the assistants have to follow suit? Yeah, so they all have to be in uniform. So if the head coach decides to tells everybody they got to wear suits, then the entire coaching staff has to wear suits. But if the head coach is wearing a quarter zip, then the entire assistant staff has to wear quarter zips. They have to be in uniform. They all have to wear the same thing. Trapped in the 90s? What the heck, brother? Yeah, I don't know, man. Tough night. Tough night. They gave it away. Thing that cost them was 10 missed free throws, man. 10 missed free throws. I don't care about anything else that happened. We can talk about Brunson bad defense. Sure. We could talk about Knicks relying too much on isolation. I'm with you. We could talk about Mikal Bridges with the step back baseline jumper. Absolutely. We could talk about no timeout from Mike Brown after 2 missed free throws from McCollum. I'm with you. But 10 missed free throws is what cost you the game. Should not have been a game in the first place. Should not have been a game in the first place. Just that said, this will be a game, no doubt, no sleep. Yeah. Yeah. Fortunately, we're going to get a good game. Unfortunately, we're going to stay up until well into the night to watch it, to cover it. Just that said, not worth talking about. 28-15, fourth is whatever. This is a disastrous fourth quarter. Yeah. Disastrous fourth quarter. Yeah. The Knicks are going to have to figure out a different defensive game plan because the Atlanta Hawks are just like, okay, if you want us to play through C.J. McCollum, we'll play through C.J. McCollum. I just think the Knicks' offense was pretty putrid there. The Knicks can survive defensively with Brunson and McCollum, but they are not going to be able to survive offensively if they don't properly make the adjustments and knock down their free throws, man. Just that miss the free ones should be a team fine. Yeah, I've always been down with if you miss more than one free throw in a game, you start getting fined. I mean, it's just disgusting. Listen, nobody shoots 100%, so I'm not going to fine you for one missed free throw, but I'll fine you for every other one you miss. Durson said, only realized how late it is for you. It's 1:35 p.m. here there. Here it is 11:35 p.m. So we are approaching midnight. We are approaching midnight here. Yeah, but you got to wake up early to watch the games though, right, Durston? The games are on early over there. So games are usually about 2.5 hours. So this tip-off time is at 10:30. So usually the game will end around 1 a.m. for me here. And I got to wake up early in the morning. So I'm only going to get about 5 hours of sleep. We'll be all right. Take a nap tomorrow when we get home from work. All right, here we go. We're going to check back in. It's back to an 8-point game, 36-44. Denver collapsing with no Jokic in the game right now. Corey Skeet said covering tomorrow too. Yep. We're only going to be covering the one game. We're going to cover the Spurs Trailblazers game. Going to go ahead and tune into another Wemby Classic. But, yeah, we're not going to stay late for the Rockets-Lakers game because I don't know if that's going to be worth covering. Jokic is back in. They desperately needed him back in. Did not survive long without him. Murray driving it down, step back, foul line, fall away. Got it to go for Jamal Murray, working off the Jokic screen. Just his gravity out there gives Jamal Murray the open look. Abigail's at 11:35 in the morning here. Shout out to you, Abigail. Here comes Anthony Edwards, who has it up top, gets it over to Randall. Randall hands it off to DiVincenzo, coming to his right. Pocket pass to Randall, to the rim, lefty layup, got it to go. And the Nuggets trying to push it down the other way. Oop, gave 2 points to the wrong side. 38-46. Jamal Murray danced with it against Edwards. Coming to his right off the Jokic screen. Driving it down. Foul line. Floater. Got it to go for Jamal Murray. AP with a very generous super chat. Appreciate JP. Said, Chef, take a guess at what I'm trying to say here. B.A. Knicks. B.A. Knicks. DiVincenzo, wide open right corner three. Knocked it down. B.A. Knicks, brother? I have no idea, big dog. No idea. Christian Brown going the other way. Misses a wide open, easy layup. Anthony Edwards with the rebound, bringing it down. It's a 7-point game. Splits the defense down the lane. Scoop play with the right hand pass Jokic. Thought Jokic was going to foul him. He doesn't. He avoids the contact. Anthony Edwards comes up short. In transition, Murray, the wide open pull-up three. Can't get it to go down. DiVincenzo, the long rebound. Bringing it down. Has it on the right wing. Being guarded by Hardaway. Kicks it up top to Randall. Over to McDaniels. Pass fake in the lane. Throws up the floater. Got it to go. And the foul on Aaron Gordon. And just like that, Minnesota has clawed their way all the way back into the game. And this is why I talked about what possibly having an early first quarter lead like that. If the first quarter is your best quarter, it allows the Minnesota Timberwolves to start staging a comeback. Now, they've come back very easily on this Nuggets team. They're going to have to play much better as the game goes on, obviously. McDaniels misses the free throw, though. 5-point game. Murray crossing over down the lane in the paint, throws up the floater over Randall. Can't get it to go. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Murray falls on top of him. No fouls are called. And then an extremely late whistle as both players are on the floor. The officiating has not been good. It has not been good tonight. Like, even that was probably a foul. Most definitely a foul, actually. But such a late whistle. Durden said, someone travel, please. Well, Triple Double seems pretty safe. Dosunmu checks back in. He needs 15, 3-3. He's got 0, 2, and 1. We might have to lower the soon moves to 12, but we'll see how the game goes on. We're going to get a challenge here from the Nuggets. From said Bachelor of Arts Knicks. AP. That's what it means, brother. Daniel Dash, what's up, Daniel Dash? Nice jacket. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. This is our Frazier Blazer, and the Knicks immediately curse it. Curse it with a terrible loss. We're going to have to pull off a different jacket for the next game on Thursday. Going to have to get a different jacket going. Abigail said just a 5-point lead now. Just a 5-point lead now, yep. And the Timberwolves get the ball. And they fouled Anthony Edwards in the backcourt, not for free throws, foul on the floor. But the Denver Nuggets call a timeout. They're going to use a challenge here. Jamal Murray with 17 points, by the way. Just 17 points already. If we go over to the box score, see what we're looking at. Randall with 14 points. If we take a look at our bingo card, let's do it this way so you guys can see it. If we take a look at our bingo card here, Julius Randle's, scroll up, there we go, has 14 points. We have Randall up here for what, 25? Randall for 25. He's got 14, no rebounds, but 2 assists. McDaniels for 4, Anthony Edwards with 14 as well. So we got Anthony Edwards for 30. Seems pretty decent there. Threes, DiVincenzo's hit 1 3. So that's 1. I have him up here for 3 threes. Highland knocked down 2 threes. I have him up here for 3 threes as well. Zane said no free throws make Sheffy in that jacket. I can't believe they cursed this jacket, man. Can't believe they cursed it. We go over to the Denver side. What do we got cooking for our bingo card here? We got Jokic for 30. He's got 2. 4 boards, 5 assists, though, so he's working on that double-double. Probably also a triple-double because we know he'll obviously score over 10. Murray with 17, so Murray for 30, right, is what I have, or 25. We have Murray for... Where's Murray? Down here. We got Murray for 30 because we know he could be an explosive offensive player. He's got 17 tonight, so he's on pace. Off the bench, Hardaway's knocked down 2 threes. He's got 11. I have Hardaway for 3 threes, so he's got 2. We need 1 more. Nobody else on their bench has really scored. Bruce Brown has 1 point on some free throws, but they are also playing Spencer Jones and Jonas Valanciunas, who are not giving them anything, man. Terrible minutes from both of these guys. So much so they had to summon back out of the game quickly. Aaron Gordon's got 4. What do I have Gordon here? For 20, I believe, right? Gordon. Where is Gordon? Right here for 20 points. Cool. So they said range is the rim with that jacket. Judge that said, I played a game of horse yesterday, and it was not good. So it is a successful challenge. It is not a foul on Jamal Murray. But it is a foul on Aaron Gordon. So a successful challenge, but it does not work in their favor. DeSumo will pull up 3, they leave him open, and he makes them pay. And it's a 1-point game after all of that. Or a 2-point game, my bad. 48-46, 6:20 to go as we approach the halfway point. Murray down the lane, kicks it out to Johnson. Up top, Aaron Gordon as the trailer, an open 3, comes up short. Gordon knocks the rebound loose. DiVincenzo gets it over to Randall, and Randall will bring it down. Randall coming to his right, Edwards coming off the Randall screen, gets it over to Randall up top, being guarded by Jokic. Back to Edwards, coming to his right, has some space, attacking down the lane, swings through down the paint, gets fouled by Jokic. He's going to the foul line for 2. 2 fouls on Jokic, too. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. And update it. Successful challenge. Edwards knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Also, we'll get this up for you guys again. who's on the court and what they're doing. Edwards could tie us up here. We got 6 minutes to go. Anthony Edwards comes up short in the second free throw, though. Denver still holding on to a 1-point lead. Their largest lead of the game was 19, and Minnesota has just calmly knocked this lead all the way loose. Denver almost turns it over, almost turns it over, almost turns it over, almost turns it over. Jokic able to pick it up, kicks it out to Murray, extra pass, Christian Brown, pump fakes, drives in the lane, kicks it out, Aaron Gordon, wide open right corner three, he misses it. Oof. Here comes Anthony Edwards bringing it down the other way. Open three after open three for Denver, and they're not taking advantage right now. They were taking advantage in the first quarter, and that's how they built up the 9-point lead. But now the basketball god's giving it back to them. Edwards crosses over down the lane. Layup got it to go after hanging in the air against Gordon. What a layup for Anthony Edwards as Minnesota takes the lead. Christian Brown driving it down, kicks it out to Cam Johnson. He'll take the baseline inside the Jokic, a floater. Gets swatted out of there by McDaniels, but they call a goaltend. I don't know. That one looked kind of clean to me. I'll tell you that. There's a goaltend, though. That's another thing in the bingo card. Goaltend. I feel like it's been a while since we've gotten goaltend. Might be our second time ever getting goaltend on the bingo card. Minnesota bringing it down the other way. The soon move being guarded by Murray. They get it over to McDaniels, extra pass to Edwards along the baseline, step back, pump fakes, kicks it up top to Randall, swings it out to DeSunmu, extra pass to DiVincenzo, wide open, left corner three, lines it up for Dante. 52-50. Jokic has it on the right wing, being guarded by Randall. Kicks it up top to Christian Brown, back to Jokic, being guarded by Randall. Pass fake. Jokic keeping it. Backing him down in the paint, kicks it out Murray. Another open look for Jamal Murray. Give him 20 in the first half here for Jamal Murray. Get those 3 points right back to a 1-point lead for Denver. Now we're going back and forth, baby. Now we're in it. Now we got a game. They get it up top to Randall. Randall swings it out to DeSunmu. DeSunmu on the right wing. Back to Randall. Randall pump fakes, driving to his right, foul line, kicks out to Edwards. Edwards will line up a three. Edwards will knock down a three. Anthony Edwards give him 20 points in the first half, too. 2-point lead for Minnesota. 55-53. 4 minutes to go here. Timer, are we even going? Go, timer, go. Jokic up top being guarded by Randall, and he draws the foul on Julius Randle being overly aggressive. Fung-Pei said, the counter DiVincenzo, a tale of revenge. Goaltend is on the board, baby. Goaltend is on the board. DiVincenzo now with 2 threes. He's 1 3 away. Highland with 2 threes. He's 1 3 away. DeSunmu knocked down a 3, so he's got 3, 2, and 2. He's on the way to 15, 3, and 3. Cam Johnson, I think, hit a 3. Edwards for 30 is looking good. Murray for 30 is looking good. Randall for 25 is looking good. Cam Johnson down the lane. Big one-handed hammer for Cam Johnson down the middle of the lane. Where did that explosion come from? Timer, why are we stopping? I'm not hitting the timer button. Tied at 55. Under 4 to go. Randall up top being guarded by Jokic. Crosses over down the lane. Layup. Left hand. Can't get it to go, but he draws a foul on Cam Johnson coming over on the help. And Randall's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws with 3:40 to go. McDaniels for 20 is not looking good, I'll tell you that. Hardaway for 3 threes. He's got 2. It's another one. Christian Brown, 10 and 5. Is he in the game right now? He is. He's got 8 and 2. So that one's looking pretty decent. Randall at the foul line for 2. Zane said they sent DiVincenzo out of town across a bridge for a cat. And it was worth it. And it was worth it. Randall knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Randall knocks down both. Randall up to 16 points. He got 20 for Edwards in the first half already. Randall was 16. Christian Brown stopping, turning, spinning, gets it up top to Jokic, driving to his left, leans in against Randall. Can't get the layup to go. Rebound knocked over to Conley, who's bringing it down. Conley hands it off to Randall. Randall on the left wing being guarded by Bruce Brown. Driving it down, backing him down, spins off of him in the paint, kicks it out to Conley, extra pass, Naj Reid, wide open right wing 3 for Reid. Got it to go for Naj Reid. By the way, I don't think I have any Naj Reid. I don't have any Reid props. That we got to change that. Definitely got to change that. Jokic shoves it over to Gordon in the left corner. Gordon puts up the three, draws the foul. Naj Reid, who just reaches in there recklessly. Wild reach. Not great. After being down by 19 points, it's a 24-point turnaround. They were down 19 points, and now it's a 5-point lead for Minnesota. Getting hot in here. Aaron Gordon at the foul line. Misses a free throw. Boy, oh boy, man, these missed free throws are killing me. First the Knicks, now the Nuggets. Hardaway replaces Cam Johnson here. Aaron Gordon does at least knock down the second one. 60-56. 3 minutes to go. Then he said the Wolves looking alpha right now. I mean, it's vacillated back and forth. Denver looked alpha to start the game. Now the Wolves are. Anthony Edwards up top being guarded by Christian Brown. Edwards coming to his left. Off to the Sumo screen. Throws it off of Jokic. And it'll stay here with the Wolves. 5 on their shot clock. Not a lot of time to go. Daniel Dash, the Knicks had the lead after 3 quarters. Then Atlanta went on 29 in the fourth. It's 27 here today. Yeah, terrible fourth quarter for the Knicks. The Knicks, through the season, and by a pretty wide margin, had been the best fourth quarter team in the NBA and an absolute disaster of an outing here tonight in the fourth. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Ozahar reminding people of the like button. Appreciate you, Ozahar. Appreciate you, brother. Zane said, I shall curse at a cup for that? Randall with 16, Edwards with 20 is a pretty incredible first half of scoring for their 2 stars. Also 4 assists for Randall. No rebounds, though. Anthony Edwards cleaning up the glass with 5 rebounds. As far as the Denver Nuggets go, they got 20 from Murray in the first half here. 11 from Hardaway. He's going to check in. Murray's going to check back in here. Jokic with only 4. He does have the 4 boards and 7 assists doing what Jokic does, but, brother, they're going to need some scoring here, big dog. Rose said Edwards on pace for 30. He is on pace for 30. I mean, he's on pace for 40 at this point, but yeah, on pace for 30. Same as Murray. Same for Randall. We have Randall for 30 or 25? Where's Randall? Yeah, we have Randall for 25. So Randall up top, driving to his left, down the lane, lefty layup. Got it to go for Julius Randle. What a finish. 6-point lead, 18 points for Julius Randle, 20 points for Anthony Edwards. What an incredible first half from them overall. Murray gets it over to Aaron Gordon up top. Hits Hardaway cutting to the rim. A layup gets swatted out of there by Anthony Edwards. Murray bullet pass over to Christian Brown. Up top to Jokic. He'll spot him for the straightaway 3. He'll miss it. Rebound to Dosunmu. A running start. Hit ahead pass to Randle. Leaves it off to Dosunmu. Cutting down the middle of the lane. Ball slapped out of his hands. It's going to stay here with the Timberwolves, I assume. It's going to stay here with Minnesota. Rose said, I like Randall, followed him for a long time. I like Randall. I don't miss having to root for him every single night. Anthony Edwards has it in the right corner. Spinning off a Hardaway, picks up his handle, tries to get it up top to Naj Reid. Ball knocked loose. Naj Reid goes into the backcourt to recover it, gets it over to Dosunmu, driving it down against Jokic, blows right past him, scoop away with the right hand, got it to go. Ayo Dosunmu gives the Minnesota Timberwolves an 8-point lead. My goodness, what a turnaround. Jokic up top, hands it off to Gordon. Gordon, jab step, coming to his left, foul line, pull-up jumper for Aaron Gordon, comes up short, can't get the friendly roll, bounces off the side of the rim. Naj Reid the rebound, here comes Anthony Edwards. Edwards up top, we're under 2 minutes to go, coming to his left. Gets it over Randall, back to Edwards, a pull-up 3 for Anthony Edwards. Can't get it to go. Jokic, the rebound. Why does my timer keep stopping today? I can't tell you. Jokic gets it over to Gordon. Gordon. Cross-court pass, Christian Brown. Left corner, inside pass. Jokic catches, turns, lays it up and in. Establishing position on Randall there. Randall had no chance other than go for the steal, which he did, but he did not get it. Here comes Randall, gets it over to Naj Reid. Naj Reid up top, being guarded by Hardaway, coming to his left off the Dosunmu screen. A step back three for Naj Reid. Can't get it to go. Aaron Gordon chases down the long rebound, bringing it down the other way. 6-point lead for Minnesota. They're bringing it down. Aaron Gordon on the right wing, looking to attack, going on the baseline, spins, sees a double team, steps through, kicks out to Hardaway. Hardaway, he's knocked down 2 threes, making 3 threes for Timmy. And that's another spot on the bingo card right there. 3 threes for Timmy already. Here comes Anthony Edwards bringing it down. He has it up top. Tim Hardaway, 14 first half points. Huge for the Denver Nuggets. Anthony Edwards being guarded by Christian Brown. Coming to his right, swings it out to Randall. Randall sets himself, fires a right wing 3. He can't respond. Ball goes over the backboard and out of bounds. It'll go back to Denver here, and they got 30 seconds to go. They're going to hold it as long as they can, but Minnesota should have more than enough time to grab a rebound or inbound it after a made shot, if they do make it, and look for a shot for themselves. Zane said Randall's handles may do better with 83 in Florida. Simple, what's up, Simple? And still injured. He's looking good. He's still injured. Yep. He's still injured, but battling through it. Here comes Murray. He's going to walk it down. And like I said, hold it for as long as he can. Wind down the timer as much as possible. Try to make a last-second heave for Minnesota is tough. They get it in the Jokic, swings it out. Christian Brown, wide open right corner 3. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. DiVincenzo chases it. He's pushing the pace. He's going to pull it back out, leave it off for Edwards. They're going to hold it for what should be the final shot of the quarter. Minnesota holding on to this 3-point lead. 5 seconds to go. Edwards down the lane in the mid-range. Step back, pump fakes, gets caught in the air, and it's a travel. That's another thing on our bingo card. We got a travel going with 2.6 on the clock. All we need is triple-double and a Dosunmu 15 3-and-3 game. Gamal said, as a hardcore Knicks fan, I wish we were like the Hawks. Sure, brother. They get it in the Murray. Murray's going to throw up the half-court heave, a little beyond half-court. He got it! He ties it at 64 going halftime. 23 first-half points for Jamal Murray. He was past the half-court line. It was the opposite side of the logo. Jamal Murray's got the touch here today. We're tied at 64 at halftime. And 23 first-half points for Jamal Murray. He's on pace for his 30. Look at that. Wow. Simple said that's such a Murray thing to do. He's in fuego here. In fuego. 23 first-half points, insane. 23, 5, and 4. They haven't updated this yet. 23, there he goes. 23, 5, and 4. 3/4 court heave. Got it to go down. What do we have here on our bingo card, by the way? What do we got here? We got shot clock violation. Did we have a shot clock violation? I don't think we had a shot clock violation. We had travel. That's what we had. Daniel Dash said, did you have a Wemby 35 and 5 by 3-pointers? I think I just had 30 for Wemby. Rose said, not wasting any time. Abigail, got it, Nuggets. Good shot. Great shot. Just that the 39-25 is crazy. What do we have? We had travel. We had something else, didn't we? Oh, we had Hardaway 3 threes. That's what we had. Hardaway 3 threes. And I think that's it for now. So we'll update that on our board. Boom, boom, and boom. Then we'll go over this box score. We'll go over the team stats. We'll go over it all. But I think that's where we stand right now. Let's keep it here for a second. We'll just double check to see what we're looking at here, what we're on pace for. Randall ended up with 18. You can't see it. Hold on. Randall ended up with 18, 0 boards, which is a bit of an issue, but not coming into play too much here. So we're tied at 64. 18 points, 4 assists for Julius Randle in that first half. Pretty excellent start to the game for Randle outside of the rebounds. He's got 18 points. Pretty likely he's going to hit that 25 mark I set for him. Jaden McDaniel with 4. Probably not going to get to 20. Rudy Gobert, 0 points in 11 minutes, 3 boards. He picked up 3 early fouls, which is why you didn't see a ton of him in that game, or in that second quarter there. We have Dante DiVincenzo, 6 points for him. He's knocked down 2 threes. We need DiVincenzo for 1 more 3. I have DiVincenzo up here for 3 made threes. I previously had him for 4. Thought maybe I should lower that to 3. 4 is kind of a high number to get 2 games in a row. Maybe I should have kept it at 4. Either way, we have Highland for 3 threes. He's stuck on 2 right now. Knocked down 2 threes off the bench, which is great. Still great. Ayo Dosunmu, 6 points. He's already got 3 rebounds, but they took an assist away from him. Only 2 assists, where he had previously 3 assists. But either way, we need Dosunmu for 10 more points in the second half here. We'll see. Maybe I should lower that to 12, but we'll see how the game continues to go on. Conley, we don't have any props for. Naj Reid, we don't have any props for, which we should update. But 5 points for Naj Reid, 4 rebounds for him. Kyle Anderson only played 2 minutes, subbed out of the game. Didn't play particularly well, but also in only 2 minutes didn't make a big impact at all. Mike Conley also 4 minutes. Bones Highland also 4 minutes. Kind of running a pseudo 7-man rotation here tonight between Naj Reid and Ayo Dosunmu for the most part. Daniel Dash said, I got to take my pet crocodile for a watch. Good luck with that, brother. Enjoy yourself. Daniel Dash said, see you in the second half. Good day, flat out. Like a lizard tricking feeds. Appreciate you, Daniel Dash. Appreciate you, brother. I know the time differences can be a little tough sometimes, but I appreciate you, brother. Enjoy your day. Ahmed said, the Joker only took 6 shots. Yes. We'll get to the Denver Nuggets right now. Let's go through it. We'll start with the Denver Nuggets here. We'll start with Aaron Gordon, 5 points, 4 boards, 4 assists, 0 for 2 on wide open threes, though. You got to knock those down. But 4 and 4 and 5 points for Aaron Gordon. Solid. It's decent. It's okay. Obviously, you got to knock down your open looks as well. We have Gordon props up here. Gordon for 20, I believe, is what I got. Wherever that is. There it is, right under the 3. Gordon for 20. We have Cam Johnson, 7 points. He's knocked down 1 3 tonight. 2 assists for him. Again, decent, but you're going to need more from Cam Johnson, knocking down more of his shots. He's 1 for 4 from 3-point range. We have Cam Johnson for 3 threes, I believe. Somewhere up here. Johnson for 3 threes. There he is, right next to the 3. Johnson for 3 threes would help our bingo card. We also have Jokic for 30. We also have a triple-double and a double-double up there, of course, as always. We always do. Jokic on pace for that, 5 boards, 7 assists, so that seems pretty likely. We'll get the triple-double, but you never know. Hopefully we will. G4 said the Wolves really might take this. They really might. Christian Brown, 8 points, 2 boards, and an assist for him. Pretty solid outing for Christian Brown. We have him for 10 and 5. He only got 2 rebounds so far, but 8 points seems pretty likely we'll get that. Jay Chase, what's up, Jay Chase? If Gobert can get a double-double, I can cash, but let's call it what it is. I mean, the scoring is not great, right? Scoring from Gobert is not great. He's got the 3 rebounds. He only played 11 minutes because of the foul trouble. If Jokic keeps him in foul trouble, double-double seems pretty unlikely. Beer battered. Florida Zeru, what's up, Florida Zeru? Can Gobert get 10 points? He can. Possible. Beer Batter said, just watched Tim Hardaway Jr. hyped on the floor after taking the charge 10 times. It was great. Great play. Great reaction. Zane said, and at McDonald's with a 20-piece. For now. G4, we can see if he had anything else of that order. G4 said, hear me out. Flip the script. The Wolves up by 17. End of the third. I'll cash out and bet on the comeback Nugs. We'll see. Could happen. I mean, they built up a ton of momentum in that second quarter there. Anthony Edwards, DiVincenzo. Oh, no, we went over the Minnesota Timberwolves here. I was like, where are we? Got to go over the Nuggets here. Jamal Murray, the star of the show, 23 points. 5 for 7 from 3, 8 for 14 from the field overall. 5 boards, 4 assists. He's also on pace for a triple-double himself. We have Murray up here for 30 points. So seems pretty solid. We'll get to that point. Off the bench, they didn't get a ton of contributions outside of Tim Hardaway. Tim Hardaway saving the day. Bruce Brown not giving them much. Jonas Valanciunas and Spencer Jones just flat out bad in their minutes. Especially Valanciunas. But Tim Hardaway Jr., 4 for 7 from the field, 3 for 3 from the foul line, as well as 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Again, fouled on a 3-point attempt. He's got 14 first-half points in 15 minutes, almost a point a minute for Tim Hardaway Jr. there. Also 2 rebounds. which is nice. And we have Tim Hardaway, which already cashed out here. Tim Hardaway for 3 threes. He gave it to us. He gave it to us. We have Gobert for 4 stocks, and with him in foul trouble, he's got 1 steal. So that's not looking great. We'll see what he does in the second half. We could also look at the team stats now. With the tied at 64, I expect this to be extremely close all the way through. Yep, so far, coming up chalk, 44 to 43 attempts, so the possession battle pretty much even. Same with the three-point battle, 22 attempts to 20 attempts, both of them knocking down over 10. 10 for the Nuggets, 11 for the Timberwolves, so about even. You go down to the free throw game, 13 attempts to 12 attempts. 10 for the Nuggets, 10 made for the Nuggets, 9 made for the Timberwolves. Missed free throws could come into play here. 4 missed free throws for the Timberwolves. 2 missed free throws for the Nuggets. But about even in attempts and makes. Rebounds, 21 to 18, slight advantage to the Denver Nuggets here. But offensive rebounds, only 1 more for the Nuggets. Again, everything's going to be pretty much even with it being tied at halftime here. Assists 19 to 18. They're moving that ball around. 19 assists and 18 assists is pretty crazy. Thursday said, oh man, I could go home. I could go for some beer battered chips right now. It does sound pretty good. It does. Just that said, Murray should get 5 for that bomb. It was the deep, man. Threw it up there. Got it to go. That's why you got to contest those. Fast break points, 0 for the Timberwolves, 7 for the Nuggets. Points in the paint, 22 to 18. Minnesota actually winning that. Jokic, where are you, brother? Fouls, 17 to 11. The Minnesota Timberwolves hacking and whacking away. 17 fouls for them. Largest lead was 19 for the Denver Nuggets before Minnesota made a furious comeback. Actually took the lead, led by as many as 8, and now we're tied. So there you go. Percentage of the lead, 63 for Denver, majority of the time, but 30 for the Nuggets, 30 for the Timberwolves, I should say, 63 for the Nuggets. Not bad distribution. Normally, you would like to see this to be a little bit higher, especially for a team that had a 19-point lead, but pretty close to about a 50-50 there. 10% of the time is just a switch here, and we're tied at 64, so 7% of the time it's been tied. Jay Chase said, I don't know why Gobert checks Jokic. He can't guard him, and he is then rendered useless on the glass. I mean, they can and probably will go to the Julius Randle on Jokic matchup and have Rudy Gobert roaming in the paint. The problem with that kind of defense is that you leave a guy like you probably put him on Christian Brown, and you leave a guy like Christian Brown open out on the perimeter for either cuts to the rim or for kickouts, sprays to three-point range, because you know that Nikola Jokic has that kind of range. So you just if you're going to play like that, Jay Chase, and not have Gobert on Jokic and probably have ask Julius Randle guard Jokic and then have Gobert shade over to Jokic, one, you're leaving a guy open, which, okay, you're going to dare Christian Brown to shoot, but then you're just playing the odds, which, fair. But I think Christian Brown is a good enough shooter, right? Like, he's about average, that it might come back to bite you in the butt. But also, it could be something they're saving for later in the series, right? You don't want to show your entire hand at the start of the series. So I think they'll definitely go to that, Jay Chase, but I think to start the series, they're just like, all right, and it's not like it's been a disaster. Rudy Gobert had a really good game 1. And in game 2 here, it's tied at 64, even with Gobert in foul trouble. So I think they're going to try and survive as long as they can before going to that. Kwame Robinson, dang, the Knicks went down. The Knicks went down, man. Just that said, what do you use to keep ticks off your dogs? I found one on mine earlier. They sell these sticks that you put over the back of your dog to keep fleas and ticks off of them. I forget what they're called, but you could find them in the dog store, the pet store, or you could probably find them online, probably Amazon. Can just send it to you. But I forget what they're called, but it's like this liquidy gel that you put on your dog. They also have like flea and tick kind of like necklaces that you could put on them along with their collar, but there's a couple of things you could use. I haven't had too much trouble with ticks. Fleas I had a couple of times, but ticks haven't had too much trouble with that. Choppa City, what's up, Choppa City? I just need Cam Johnson to make 2 more threes and Ant Edwards to make 2 more threes with 11 more points. Do you think I cash? Yeah, I think you got a pretty good chance, brother. Just Dad said this is my first dog. Just got it on the back of the neck. Stuff I see it. I would also advise you, Just Dad, to take it also to the vet if you see a tick on your dog. Just to double check. Don't squeeze the tick. Take it to a vet. Take it to a vet. Take it to a vet. Ticks could be very, very dangerous if they burrow their way into the dog's skin. And if you try to pull it out, you may think you'll pull it out, but if half of it stays in the dog, or maybe the head comes off of it or something like that, and then it's stuck in the dog, it could become very dangerous. So I would just advise, take the dog to the vet. Take the dog to the vet. Take the dog to the vet. Right? I recently found like a little pimple on my dog's neck, and we took it to the vet. We gave it like a week, and we were treating it with some medicine, like some bacitration and stuff like that, and trying to clean it out just to see what it was. And then after about a week, it wasn't really getting better. Took it to the vet. Take it to the vet. Take it to the vet. Take it to the vet. You don't want to mess around with dogs. Obviously, they can't communicate in a way where they could tell you, hey, something's wrong with me, or I'm sick, or I'm not feeling right. So they can't communicate that oftentimes in that way. So just take them to the vet. Take them to the vet. Take them to the vet. Always my advice. If you think maybe something could be wrong, take them to the vet. If you are not entirely sure, but you're like, I don't know if it's that big of a deal, take them to the vet. You never know, man. You never know. JJ said vinegar and water mixed together. Spray lightly before and after bathing. Yes, but also take it to the vet, because if you got one tick, it's not out of the realm of possibility that there's more than one on the dog. You also may want to get some kind of spray. The water and vinegar thing is also good to kind of spray around your house as well, because again, if there's one tick, there's more than likely another one. Just Dad said he was scratching something. Take him to the vet. Take him to the vet. Take him to the vet. I'm telling you, you don't really want to wait on stuff like that. It sucks. It's always expensive. I know. I get it. Again, I just took my dog to get something checked out on its neck. It ended up being nothing, according to the vet, which, okay. But they also said, keep an eye on it. See if anything changes. Maybe it gets bigger. Maybe you bring him back. And just for a normal checkup like that, it was like $250. So I know it sucks and it's expensive. Dogs are expensive. Pets are expensive. Take them to the vet. Take care of them. Jay Chase said, put that on a t-shirt, take him to the vet. Yeah, I mean, the dogs are able to really communicate in that way, right? So you kind of have to read their body language and their behavior to kind of figure out what's going on. It's just, it could end up being dangerous. And you'd rather be early than be late, right? And you'd rather take care of it early than be like, oh man, I thought they were fine. They, acted strange one day, but then they were fine the next day. Like, you don't really want to mess around with that, because again, dogs obviously can't speak. They can't communicate to you, hey man, I'm not feeling well. Can we go see a doctor? So just take them to the vet. Just get them checked out. Better be safe than sorry. Thurston said, watch out for paralysis ticks. Not sure if you got them there, but nearly lost my dog from that. Yeah, we got all kinds of ticks. It's all kinds of animals that could, and like it's not just ticks, it's not just fleas. Like, there are certain insects that can burrow their way into your dog's skin, and it looks like maybe a bump, and you think maybe it's a pimple or something like that, and then you start poking at it, and again, if you like kill the bug while it's still burrowed inside your dog, it could cause an infection and really, really make your dog sick. So, Beer Better said, as a kid, grew up on a farm. We filled Heaton sacks with fresh pine needles and sewed them closed, kept fleas and ticks away. Yep. All kinds of things you can do, but got to keep them away for sure. All right, here we go. We're checking back in. Start of the third quarter. Denver comes out, misses their shot. Minnesota has it. Edwards gets it over to DiVincenzo, curling to his right in the paint, kicks it out to nobody. Murray picks it off with a steal. Murray bringing it down. He'll stop and pop. He's clearly feeling it. Can't get it to go. Edwards with the rebound, bringing it down the other way. Edwards over to Randall, driving it down, spins in the lane against Christian Brown. Can't get the layup. Rebound to Jokic, pushing it the other way. Jokic up top. Stops, spins, leaves it off of Christian Brown, over to Murray, left corner to three. He just missed one, but he knocks that one down right there. 26 for Jamal Murray, man. He's hooping. What's up, Is he going to win this game? I don't know, man. It can go either way. Denver had a 19-point lead, and then Minnesota came right back. Minnesota took an 8-point lead. Denver came right back. I don't know, man. They could build up a big lead, and it doesn't look like it's going to be at any point over. McDaniels, a fall-away jumper over Cam Johnson, a beautiful pivot and spin, knocks down the fall-away, 67-66. Zane said, I'm also a vet? All right, ask Zane what's going on. Zane, my recommendation is to always go see the vet. Jokic along the baseline gets fouled by Randall on the floater attempt, so he's going to go to the foul line for 2. Gamal, what's up, Gamal, brother? Welcome back. Just that said, in D.C., supposedly the government let some loose, but that might be crazy talk. My neighbor said. Probably. Beer Battered said, my whole life I was hoping to meet a girlfriend who was a vet. Money saver. That's not a bad idea, brother. It's not a bad idea. Here said, a crazy thing about a Joker not doing anything. If he wakes up, they'll be up by 30. I mean, he's got 7-7, brother. He's most definitely doing a ton out there. Being a playmaker, allowing Jamal Murray, who's got 26, to go off. Jokic knocked down both free throws. 3-point lead. 69-66. Edwards pump fakes, gets it over to Gobert, back to Edwards in the lane, lefty layup, can't get it to go, just misses the finger roll off the glass. Jokic bringing it down the other way. Jokic leaves it off of Murray, pass fake, he's going to pull it back out. Edwards recovers. Murray on the left wing, coming to his right, off the Jokic screen, down the lane, step back, pulls it out, hesitation, has it, out on the perimeter, steps back behind the three-point line. He's feeling it, can't get it to go. Just heaving those threes up there, man. He is feeling that shot right now. McDaniels down the lane, finger roll layup, got it to go past Jokic off the pass fake, blew right past Jamal Murray on the perimeter, and it is 68-69. Gave 2 points to the wrong side. There we go. And timer's going, so it is under 10 to go here. Aaron Gordon has it up top, being guarded by Randall. Gordon crosses over to his left, down the lane, leans in, pump fake spins, up top, Cam Johnson, relocation, an open 3, can't get it to go. Rebound by Randall, bringing it down the other way. Hit ahead, home run pass to McDaniels in the paint. Layup gets blocked by Murray. McDaniels wanted the foul. Here comes Murray bringing it down the other way. Murray is going to hesitate from 3, leave it off for Jokic in the paint. Tries to get it back to Murray. Gets stolen by Gobert. That's another steal for Gobert. That's 2 now. McDaniels has it up top, leaves it off for DiVincenzo. Back to McDaniels. McDaniels on the left wing, attacking down the lane against Christian Brown. Little pull-up jumper along the baseline. Got it to go. McDaniels wanted the foul, didn't get it, but he got the jump shot to go down. McDaniels starting to get unleashed here after a pretty quiet first half. He's got 10 now. Aaron Gordon walking down. Back and forth these two teams go. Here said that's normal for Joker. I'm just saying scoring-wise. Yeah, scoring-wise, not doing much, but that's the thing with Joker. His impact isn't always coming from scoring. A beautiful pass to Cam Johnson, wide open in the right corner, but he misses it halfway in, but it pops out for him. Randall gets fouled by Aaron Gordon out on the perimeter. 8:30 to go. $70-69 here. Fouled on it. Aaron Gordon fouled Randall, so side out of bounds for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They get it into McDaniels up top, being guarded by Cam Johnson. Over to DiVincenzo. Cam Johnson chasing on a switch. He puts up the 3 off the handoff. He can't get it to go. Gordon with the rebound, bringing it down the other way. Hit ahead to Cam Johnson. Gets it over to Christian Brown, cutting to the rim. Pump fakes, gets fouled by Edwards, and Christian Brown will go to the foul line for 2. It's 2 fouls on Edwards, 3 fouls on Randall, 3 fouls on Gobert, 2 fouls on DiVincenzo, 2 fouls on McDaniel. So dealing with a little bit of foul trouble here, hacking and whacking away. Christian Brown knocks down the first free throw, ties it up at 70. He's got one more coming. As far as the Nuggets go, you got 3 fouls on Gordon, 1 on Johnson, 2 on Jokic, and none on Murray and Brown. So they're not dealing with foul trouble pretty much from anybody, but maybe Aaron Gordon here with 3. Same with Gobert and Randall with 3. Christian Brown goes 2 for 2 from the foul line. 8:30 to go here. Anthony Edwards bringing it down. He has it up top. Get the Randall, high post, right wing, driving it down. Aaron Gordon loses the ball. Christian Brown picks it up. Randall wanted the foul. He didn't get it. They get it out to Murray, left corner in transition. Pump fakes. Gets DiVincenzo in the air. No foul call. Wow. Wow, no foul called. Definitely should have been a foul. Edwards walks into a pull-up straightaway three in transition. He can't get it to go. Gobert, the offensive rebound, and misses the layup. They wanted the foul there, too. Hit ahead to Murray. Murray's going to set his feet and fire on the left wing, wide open. Can't get it to go. DiVincenzo knocks the rebound away from Christian Brown. Out to Randall. Hit ahead to Gobert, and Jokic just grabs and whacks him. And I think Jokic a little bit was just like, man, blow the whistle. My goodness. Gobert going to the foul line for 2. And a ref you suck chant coming from the Denver Nuggets Garden, from Ball Arena. And I'll tell you this, that's a very much deserved crowd chant right there. Gobert misses the free throw. Can Gobert miss one more? One more. Rudy Gobert misses both free throws. That's 2 consecutive missed free throws for us, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. 71-70. Aaron Gordon down the lane, floater, can't get it to go. Gobert, another rebound. Here comes Randall. Randall up top, being guarded by Christian Brown. Crosses over to his left. Driving it down, leans in, puts up the little floater in the paint. Can't get it to go, but a foul. Christian Brown will send Randall to the foul line for 2. We have 2 consecutive missed free throws, though. And that is down here. Christian Brown has the 10 points as well. So we really just need 3 more rebounds from him. Randall's at the foul line for 2 here. It's going to get him closer to his 25 that we need. Knocks down the first one. Oh, no, he misses another one. My bad. Another missed free throw. That's 3 consecutive missed free throws. Denver's still holding on to this 1-point lead. Randall missed the first free throw. Gobert previously missed 2 in a row. And Randall misses 2 in a row. Wow, just like that. 4 consecutive missed free throws for the Minnesota Timberwolves, keeping Denver's lead alive. Christian Brown off the handoff from Jokic, coming to his left, dancing off the screen from Jokic. Over to Christian Brown, coming off of it, swings it out to Christian Brown. Gets a down low to Jokic, and gets fouled by Gobert. That's 4 fouls on Rudy Gobert. Zane said, I blame the Knicks. I also blame the Knicks. Just as it, whoever recommended 2 missed free throws bingo spot is banned. Absolutely horrendous. Absolutely horrendous, man. We don't have player fouls out, though, either. So that sucks. Jokic will fire up the left wing 3 over Naj Reid, and he'll throw up an air ball. Jokic, brother, what's going on with the jump shot tonight, big dog? What is going on with the jump shot? What do we have? 2 consecutive missed free throws? What else do we have? Oh, we had something else. Maybe nothing. Maybe nothing. Edwards coming down to his right. Can't get the layup to go. Well contested at the rim. No foul called. Jokic the rebound. Hit ahead to Christian Brown in the paint. Pushing it. Leaves it off. Cam Johnson the layup. What a transition play for the Denver Nuggets there. And we're under 7 to go, approaching the halfway point of this third. McDaniels pulls it out, hands it off to DiVincenzo. A deep left wing 3, no hesitation. Got it to go, nothing but net for Dante. Dante's Inferno, waking up here. He's got 3 threes tonight. I have DiVincenzo for 3 threes on the bingo card, so there it is. Christian Brown tries to throw it off to DiVincenzo. He saves it, though, over to Edwards. Edwards bringing it down to a 4-on-4 transition break. Edwards down the lane, draws the foul, layup, got it to go, and the foul for Anthony Edwards as he is approaching. As he is approaching his 30-point game here tonight. Hooping on him. Timeout on the floor. And we're going to get a timeout. Anthony Edwards going to the foul line for 1 more after this timeout. But then we have something else here. Anthony Edwards is now 22. He's going to the foul line for 1 more. Jamal Murray with 26. He's on pace for his 30. Randall's got 18, on pace for his 25. DiVincenzo 3 threes. That's what we had. That's why we're here. So we'll update that. We're getting pretty close to bingo in a couple of spots. Jokic on pace for the triple-double. Randall on pace for 25. Murray on pace for 30. We can get triple-double in this row. Or this column. Excuse me. I don't know my rows from my columns. In that column, what else do we have? McDaniels for 20. He's got 10. 20 still on the board for McDaniels. Failed challenge still on the board. Successful challenge still on the board. Oh, no, we had a successful challenge. Craig Yanks and McDaniels, 23 PRA. What do you think? He's got 10. 10 points, 3 assists. He's got 13. He needs 10 more points at least, or some sort of combination. I think you're pretty good on that, brother. Jay Hammer said, so late and only in the third quarter. Yeah, we're at 12:30 now a.m. It is what it is. It is what it is. Gordon for 20 doesn't look great. Christian Brown, 10 and 5. He's got 10 and 3 assists. I didn't say it had to be rebounds. So we need 2 more assists or 3 more rebounds. Zane said, bingo over Sheffy's sleep schedule. Highland's got 2 threes. Jokic for 30 is not looking good. Jokic's in with 8 points here tonight. He's already got the 11 rebounds. He's got 7 assists as well. So the triple-double looking pretty good. The double-double on its way. Rudy Gobert just subbed out of the game, but he's got the 4 fouls. We don't have player fouls out here, though, so there's that. Edwards for 30 is looking pretty good. Shot clock violation is always viable, obviously, especially as the game goes on. Jump ball, always viable. So everything's still on the board except for pretty much Gordon for 20 and Jokic for 30. So we'll see. G4 said, here comes the 17 lead. Like I said, 2-point lead right now with Anthony Edwards going to the foul line for 1 more after this timeout. Stir Show, what's up, Stir Show? Jokic legendary airball. Haven't seen a Jokic airball in a while, especially on a wide open 3 like that. I don't know what's going on with the jump shot. Got to calibrate it. So Cleveland goes up 2-0 in their series. And the Knicks lose tonight in a 1-point loss. Danny Dash said, this is a really good game today after the first quarter. Seemed like more of the same. In predicting Nuggets 16-0 in the playoffs, Chevy just used my time, 13:45 on Tuesday. Then they said, last Jokic airball against the Knicks. Can't remember. Wouldn't surprise me, though. Wouldn't surprise me. Jokic tends to struggle against the Knicks. For whatever reason, Karl-Anthony Towns just seems to match up well against them. It might be the lack of athleticism between those 2 guys. Here we go. We're going to check back in after this timeout. Edwards coming out of the timeout. We'll have 1 free throw after the lay-in and the foul. Edwards knocks down the second free throw. 6:20 to go. Gordon dribbles the ball off his own foot, but he's able to recover it. He's being guarded by Randall. Gets it over to Jokic. High post, being guarded by Naj Reid. Jokic driving to his right in the paint, just bullies his way right past the chest of Naj Reid, just moves him out of the way, and knocks down a little floater. Under 6 to go. We're past the halfway point of this third quarter. Edwards up top gets it over to Randall. Randall hands it off to McDaniels. McDaniels, the straightaway 3. Throws up an air ball himself. My goodness, what is going on with the air balls here tonight? The altitude might be getting to them. That altitude's no joke. Up there in Denver. 3,000 miles up, man. Jamal Murray bringing it down. Why does my timer keep stopping? I'll never know. Murray gets it over to Jokic. Up top, mid-post. Being guarded by Naj Reid. Over the top pass to Murray. Out by the 3-point line on the right wing. Being guarded by McDaniels. Coming to his left. Murray gets caught in the air. Over to Jokic. Catches. Pump fakes. Driving to his right against Naj Reid. Going all the way to the rim. Reverse layup. Can't get it to go. Jokic does get the foul. Was freaking out a little bit. Wanted the foul. And Tim Hardaway, I think, is making the case that it should be a goaltend. And they snatched it off the rim. See the replay on it. Naj Reid driving to the rim. Can't get the layup to go. Oh, I think they're saying because McDaniels slapped the backboard that it should be a goaltend, but they're not going to give it to him. They're just going to give him 2 free throws. Zane Nas reading the defense. I see what you did there. Jersey said, you really meant Jokic 30 PRA on the bingo card, right? You just forgot the PRA. Nope. Don't I have points? Or did I just put Jokic 30? No, I got points up there. No, Jokic 30 points. Jokic 30 points. We got 30 points there. Dana Dash said, only 6 shots is interesting. He is saving for the later rounds. Next, Wemby and Spurs, possibly. Maybe. Daniel Dash said, Mexico City and Madrid are also at altitude, by the way. They are indeed. All right, here we go. Anthony Edwards down the lane, throws up the floater, got it to go, and the foul for Anthony Edwards as he continues to heat up here. Edwards has one more coming. Jokic with the double-double, by the way, so we could fill that in on our bingo card after the and one layup and the free throws. Edwards going to the foul line for one more free throw. Edwards does knock down his and one free throw, 2-point lead for Minnesota. 5:20 to go here. And Gordon has it up top, being guarded by Randall. Coming to his left, hands it off to Murray. Coming to his right up the Jokic screen, driving it down, foul line, kicks it out. Jokic, he'll spot it for the 3. And he has calibrated that 3. The free throw's doing him well. Free throws getting him unlocked with the jumper. 15, 11, and 7 now for Jokic. He's waking up offensively. Dosunmu along the baseline, loses the handle. Jokic slapping at it. They're on the floor. Should be a jump ball. It's going to be a jump ball. That's another thing on the bingo card. All right, we're filling the spots up. 4:55 to go. 4:55 to go. We get a jump ball. Everything getting filled in this game. High-scoring game, allowing everybody to score as well. Randall, Murray, Edwards, all on pace for their numbers. Boom Pace said, Grass Chevy Crew, you gonna bingo again? We'll see. We'll see. Jokic knocks the tip, but right to McDaniels inside the Naj Reid. He can't handle the passes. Turnover, home run, hit ahead. Murray catches, layups, got it to go for Jamal Murray. He's up to 28 now, and it's a 3-point lead for Denver. 4:40 to go. Minnesota bringing it down the other way. Edwards dancing with it on the left wing, being guarded by Hardaway. Anthony Edwards feeling and moving much better than he did in game 1. Edwards double step back. Ball away, long 2, comes up short. Gordon the rebound, hit ahead to Hardaway, who goes off and running down the lane. Layup gets swatted out of bounds by Anthony Edwards. Hardaway hits the floor hard, holding his head. Zane said, Ant giving us bingo? Well, Ant needs 30. That's not going to get us bingo. What is going to get us bingo is the soon move 15, 3, and 3, and a triple-double. Triple-double seems pretty likely with Jokic in the game. What else is going to give us bingo? Dosunmu 15, 3, and 3, and a Murray 30 seems pretty likely. He's got 28. So Dosunmu's really just holding us back. He's sitting with 5.3 boards to assist. He's going to have to get the scoring going. They get it into Jokic, spins, has it along the baseline, being guarded by McDaniels. In the post, backing him down. Drop step, layup, got it to go. And the foul for Nikola Jokic. All right, so they went through a phase where they weren't calling anything. Now they're calling everything. And Jokic will go to the foul line for one more. Dana Dash said, you've only won bingo once so far in 11 games? Twice. We hit bingo yesterday, too. We hit it twice in the Knicks game on Saturday, and then we hit it once yesterday. Jokic knocks down his and one free throw. 6-point lead for Nuggets. Jokic getting unlocked offensively here. He's locking in. He's up to 18 himself. Maybe Jokic for 30 is not out of the realm of possibility here if he keeps this going. So we got 4 minutes to go in this third and a whole fourth quarter to go. And the Minnesota Timberwolves just throw it away. Dosunmu throws it behind Edwards. Just throws it behind Edwards and it goes out of bounds. They get it into Jokic, being guarded by Randall. Jokic hands it off to Murray, coming to his right. Murray dancing with it. Crosses over to his left, trying to get it to Jokic. He can't. Murray now isolated on Randall. Shot clock winding down, so he's just going to have to go to work. Murray dancing with it. dancing with it, giving him all the moves. Randall sticking with him. Excellent defense. Julius Randle, he's got nowhere to go. Kicks it over to Christian Brown. A fall away three. Comes up short. Murray battling for the rebound. Gets knocked over. No foul called. Anthony Edwards bringing it down the other way. Picked up by Christian Brown. Edwards putting his head down. Attacking to the rim. Lefty layup. Can't get it to go. No foul called. Here comes Aaron Gordon bringing it down the other way. Gordon gets it over to Jokic. Jokic being guarded by Dosunmu on a cross match. Hits Christian Brown, cutting to the rim. Reverse layup, can't get it to go. Great defense from Anthony Edwards. Chasing down the contest there. McDaniels spins off of Gordon. Layup, can't get it to go, rolls off. Edwards right there with the tip up and in. Anthony Edwards absolutely hooping here tonight. Anthony Edwards up to 28 points now. Murray up to 28 points. Both of those guys on the verge of 30, which will help our bingo card. Aaron Gordon on the left wing. Hands it off to Murray. Murray up top being guarded by McDaniels. Over to Jokic. High post being guarded by Reed. Backing him down. Spins. Sky hook, left hook. Got it to go with the little sky hook. Okay, Jokic, I see you, brother. I see Jokic with the sky hook. We're going to get a Minnesota timeout. They want to talk a couple of things over. Never restarted my timer. We got 2:41 to go. Doing a bad job on our timer here. But Jokic up to 20. 30 still on the table for Jokic. Waking up in the second half offensively here. 20, 11, and 7 for Jokic. Gordon with 5 and 7 himself. 5, 7, and 4 for Aaron Gordon himself. Murray, 28, 6, and 5 for him. Christian Brown with 10, 3, and 4. We are on the verge of Christian Brown as well for 10 and 5 at least. Hardaway with 14. We already have our Hardaway prop for 3 threes. Just as a Joker double-double. He's got it. We got the double-double up there. We have 2:41 to go, so we'll let our timer tick up here. Daniel Dash said, who do you reckon will win 2026 #1 draft pick? I don't know. It's a lottery system. Could literally be anybody. But I hope that the Washington Wizards win it so they could stop being a horrific team. Give it to the Wizards. I, by the way, also think that the lottery is rigged. I also think it should be rigged. If I were the commissioner of the NBA, I would absolutely control where the #1 picks were going. I think it's a great system that allows the league to dictate who gets the #1 pick. I don't think it's a coincidence that, Luka Doncic gets traded from the Mavs and, of course, Cooper Flaggen's up there. I know some people do. I do not. Don't question my intelligence. I'm not dumb. That did not happen by accident. So, Just that it is rigged. How did the Mavs get Cooper? How did the Mavs get Cooper? How did the Bulls get Derrick Rose? When Derrick Rose is from Chicago. How did Anthony Davis end up in New Orleans after they moved to that team? How did and they just traded Chris Paul after the league vetoed the trade to the Lakers, and they ended up trading him to the Clippers. And then Anthony Davis goes to the team the year after that. Okay, they move off of Anthony Edwards. They move off Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis demands a trade out of the Pelicans, Hornets at the time. Or the Pelicans at the time, actually. Yeah, they switched over to the Pelicans during the Davis tenure. So Davis demands a trade, gets traded to the Lakers, and that draft, the Pelicans move up and they get Zion Williamson. What a coincidence. Right? Cleveland. How did Cleveland get LeBron? Right? LeBron, the man from Cleveland. Hometown coming. Or he's from Akron, but from Cleveland. Right? From Ohio. How does he end up on the Cleveland Cavaliers? I just refuse to believe. How does Wembanyama end up in the best case scenario, right? One of the best prospects since LeBron James. How does he end up in one of the best organizations when the Washington Wizards were there, the Brooklyn Nets were there, all these terrible teams and terribly run organizations are there, the Sacramento Kings are there. But yeah, the San Antonio Spurs, let's make sure he goes through the best organization possible. Of course, it's Victor Wembanyama. It's a generational player. We want to make sure he goes to a good team. That's how it happens. That's how it works out. Beer Battered said, LeBron leaves Cavs. Cavs get 3 #1 picks in 4 years. It's another one. They get Kyrie. They use one on Anthony Bennett. Terrible draft pick. They get Andrew Wiggins. Use that Andrew Wiggins pick to get Kevin Love. Then he said Tibbs ended Derrick Rose's career. He also ended Joakim Noah's and Luol Deng's career. But obviously that's not as discussed because they're not as weren't as good players. But yep. Judge Dad said the NBA deeply hates us. Knicks, no secret at all. It's no secret at all. It's very well documented how much both commissioners Silver and before him Stern did not like the Dolans. So Highland knocks down a left wing three. That's another one on our bingo card. Big time shot for Highland. They needed him to step up there. So now we just need a Jokic 30 ball and we got bingo. Here comes Bruce Brown bringing it down. We got a 3-point game, by the way, so we still get an excellent game. Brown up top being guarded by DiVincenzo. And there's an off-ball foul. Highland holding on to Hardaway there. Fear better to trade Bennett and Wiggins for Kevin Love to repair up with LeBron when returning to the Cavs. Yep. Highland for 3 threes, man. There's 3. We just need a Jokic 30 ball. We got bingo. He's got 20. He's got 20, 12 here in the quarter. Your fourth quarter is going to be crazy. Fourth quarter is going to be insane. It's a close game all the way through. Hardaway knocks down the first free throw. They got another one coming. Both teams in the bonus for the final 2 minutes here, so every foul is going to put them at the line. Daniel Dash, conspiracy theories galore. I do agree with your point generally, as refs even have a sense of theater. A little bit. Hardaway misses the second free throw. Loose ball rebound. Hardaway picks it up. Floater. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound again. Knocked out of bounds. And Hardaway immediately signals for a challenge. He's saying it's out of bounds off of the Timberwolves. They're not going to use their challenge there. Or maybe they don't have a challenge. I can't remember if they won or... I think they did win the challenge, but they only have one challenge remaining. They're not going to use it there in the third quarter on an out of bounds play. So, 4-point game, 88-84. Highland driving to his right. Stops, pulls it out. Being guarded by Bruce Brown. Up top to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo hits Naj Reid in the post against Cam Johnson. Stop, turn, spin, flips it up with the right hand hook. Comes up short, but tipped up and in. I don't know if that was DeSumo or Anderson, but they got it to go down. 2-point game. 88-86. And an off-ball foul. It's going to send. Foul by Kyle Anderson. That's definitely out of bounds off of Naj Reid. Jay Hammer said, the Cavs ever made the NBA Finals without LeBron? Nope. Daniel asked, if it is rigged, then teams tank for absolutely no reason. I don't know. You kind of got to be in the game to win it, right? You got to be in the rigging. You got to have the possibility. I don't think, here's the other thing. I don't think they rig it every single year. Like this season, I don't think they're going to rig it because there's nothing that really has to go one way or the other. The only way I could see them rigging it is to making sure that certain tanking teams don't get rewarded for the tanking that they did. But I don't think the league really cares that much about that. So we'll see. They hand it off to Kyle Anderson up top. Anderson hands it off to DiVincenzo down the lane against Jokic. Leaves it off for Anderson in the paint. Throws up the floater. Throws up an air ball. That is rough. Spencer Jones picks up the loose ball. Saves it over to Cam Johnson. Bringing it down the other way. Cam Johnson in the paint. Euros kicks it out. Hardaway right corner 3. Can't get it to go, but gets fouled by DiVincenzo in the late closeout attempt. And DiVincenzo calling for a foul on the other end of the court. They're not going to get it. 3 free throws for Hardaway there. I don't know if that's a foul on DiVincenzo. He's got a gripe, man. That's not a foul, in my opinion. Maybe, I don't know. Hardaway misses the first one, so basketball gods don't lie, man. Just that said, tanking won't be a thing for long. Tanking is never going away. As long as you are rewarded for losing, it is the easiest sport to tank in the NBA. Right? You can't really tank in the NFL. It's too physical. Right? Literally your life is on the line oftentimes during a football game. So you can't tank. Hardaway misses all 3. Oh, no, he splits. He gets 1 free throw. Ball don't lie, man. Ball don't lie. Highland on the left wing coming to his right. Hardaway hedges out. They swing it out to DeSumo. And they call a foul on Hardaway out on the perimeter. And that's 2 free throws. That's 2 free throws. Durson said, I recall you saying many change does to 12 points. Oh, I may change DeSumo to 12 points. Well, no. We're not changing DeSumo to 12 points tonight. But moving forward, I might change his prop to 12 points. Maybe. Or maybe I'll leave it. I put 15 points because that's where his average is. Highland knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. You said Jazz tank so hard this year. So bad this year. Yeah, which is why I don't think you should reward the Jazz. right? If you were going to rig it anyway, just make sure that the Jazz don't win it. Don't win the lottery. Highland knocks down both free throws. 3-point game, 91-88. 1 minute to go in this third quarter. Bruce Brown bringing it down against Highland. Get it over to Jokic. Back to Brown. Hands it off to Cam Johnson. Back to Bruce Brown. Trying to get to Jokic in the post. Get it to Jokic. Left wing, high post. Back over to Bruce Brown. Threw it past him, but Cam Johnson right there to save it. Back to Jokic. Back to Johnson. Down the lane in the paint. Layup. Got it to go for Cam Johnson. Hit head to Highland, bringing it down. Highland pulls it all the way out. Gets it over to Kyle Anderson. Keeps it on the right wing. Being guarded by Jokic. Kyle Anderson. High post. Hands it off to DiVincenzo. Coming to his right. Along the baseline. Throws up the floater. Can't get it to go, but gets fouled by Spencer Jones. And Dante DiVincenzo will go to the foul line for 2. With 30 seconds to go. Durden said, dang, yo, I'm trying to get you bingo. Well, Jokic has 22, and I think he'll score 8 points in the fourth quarter, especially if this is a close game. He's going to have to get active here. DiVincenzo knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. No, he missed it. Excuse me. Missed another free throw for the Timberwolves. Missed free throws, man. Yer said this draft class is so deep, it doesn't matter what pick you get. You pick the right player, you're good. I mean, it's still about picking the right player, and you want as many options as possible, so you want as high as a pick as possible. There's always draft busts, man. There's always guys who you think are going to be better who end up not being very good. DiVincenzo misses 2 free throws, by the way. Naj Reid picks up the offensive rebound, though. Kicks it out to Tsunu, over to Highland, a deep straightaway 3. He's feeling it tonight, in and out, halfway down, he can't get it to stay. Jokic with the rebound, they're bringing it down over to Bruce Brown, hands it off to Murray. They're going to hold it for the final shot of the quarter. Murray has it up top. Coming to his left. Gets it stolen. Dosunmu hit ahead. Highland to the rim. Layup. Got it to go. What a disastrous turnover for the Nuggets. They hit ahead to Bruce Brown. Over to Jokic. A right wing 3 at the buzzer. Halfway down, but it pops out for Nikola Jokic. And we get a 1-possession game going into the fourth quarter. 93-90, man. 93-90. Thursday night, I laughed at the Pacers get the first pick. My hope, Durston, is that the Pacers lose their pick if it falls to 5 or lower. It could fall to 6. If it falls to 5, the Pacers lose their pick. Pick goes to the Clippers. So I am praying to the basketball gods, as a Knicks fan, that the Pacers don't end up with a lottery pick here. And if they do, hopefully at best it's the 4th pick, which they're still going to end up with an awesome player at the 4th pick, but I hope they lose that pick. I hope it goes to the Clippers. Yer said, I say the Timberwolves pull this one off. Yeah. 90-93. It feels like Minnesota's got a ton of leverage here, but I will say Jokic went off in that third quarter right there. 14 points. See what kind of performance he's got in the fourth quarter here. Zane said, Hallie and the first pick is what Silver wants. I mean, here's the thing. They traded for a borderline all-star center in Ivica Zubac. To add a first-round pick to that, I'm like, come on, man. The rich get richer. G4 said, did you see that there's something about OKC owning a high pick from a team? Yeah, they do. They own a lottery pick from the... What team got eliminated? Is it the Clippers? Yeah, the Clippers. They own the Clippers pick from the SGA trade. There's still the Paul George trade. Paul George for SGA. And a gajillion picks. Yeah. They own the Clippers pick, which is in the lottery. Which it would be hilarious if the Thunder won the lottery and they got the number 1 pick. It would be absolutely hilarious. Daniel Dash said, Clippers need it because their own pick goes to OKC Thunder. Yeah. The pick goes to the Thunder. The Clippers traded Ivica Zubac and could end up with pretty much nothing. They could end up... Well, they didn't get nothing. They got Ben Mathurin and Isaiah Jackson. But, you know, you want a lottery pick. You want some kind of compensation. And the Indiana Pacers should be very good next year. So if they do get a pick, it'll be a mid to late first-round pick, probably a late first-round pick. You said crazy thing about it. It's a high percentage that the Thunder could win the lottery. I wouldn't say it's a high percentage, but it's not like supremely low, you know? Rose said, is Damian Lillard ever coming back next season? He's coming back next season. He is 35 years old, so he's not in like his peak physical prime the way Tatum is. So he is going to take a bit longer to come back. Thurston said Clippers need more than a player. No, but it would help because they don't have draft assets going for another 2 or 3 years. You know, they don't have any draft compensation. They gave it all away in all those trades for Paul George and for Kawhi Leonard and for, you know, all the moves that they made to put that team together to try and compete. They didn't win anything. They never made a conference finals, and then they had to blow up the team, right? They made the trade for James Harden, you know. All these things that they did, they gave up all this draft compensation. They tried to recoup some of it by trading some of their guys away. And I think they did a decent job. You got young players and a little bit of draft compensation. So you got Garland, you got Ben Mathurin, you got Isaiah Jackson. Decent young players, especially Garland, for Harden and for Zubac there. But the cream of the crop is going to be, if it happens, a lottery pick, a high lottery pick, if they can get it from the Pacers. Coming out of the break there, start the fourth quarter, Dosunmu just goes all the way for an easy scoop layup to start the fourth quarter here. Jokic starts it on the bench. They go small. No Valanciunas here. And Dosunmu gets called for a foul. Dosunmu, by the way, he's up to, that's Highland, up to 9 points for Dosunmu. 9 points, 4 boards, 3 assists. So he just needs 4 more points in this quarter. And we have a Dosunmu one. And triple-double is somewhat likely with Jokic. He's got 7 assists. He's got the double-double already. They get it into Murray, left wing. Being guarded by Dosunmu. Faces up. Out of the mid-post there. They kick it up top. Bruce Brown, he'll fire up the straightaway 3. And he'll knock it down. Nothing but net. Here comes Highland bringing it down. Come to right up the Gobert screen. Swings it out to Dosunmu. Dosunmu over to Naj Reid. Naj Reid pass fake down the lane against Gordon in the paint. Throws up the floater. Got it to go. And the foul for Naj Reid. Trying to get those 3 points right back. Here said we know Jamal Murray chokes in the fourth quarter. Funny you say that. I believe Jamal Murray is in the top 3 for clutch player of the year this year. I think. Dana Dash LeBron should join the New York Knicks. Nah, brother, I'm good. Zane said, now hear me out. Scoot in the first pick. I need Scoot Henderson on a team. I don't know. I think he's fine where he is. He's got to play better. Battle for the loose ball to Naj Reid. Missed the and one free throw. Here comes Murray. Murray bringing it down. Being guarded by Dosunmu. Coming to his right up the Gordon screen. Steps back in the mid-range. Dancing with it. Has Dosunmu in the post now. Kicks it out. Bruce Brown. Straightaway 3. Got it to go again. Same spot, same result. Timberwolves gets it over to Naj Reid, cut it to the rim, wide open one-handed slam. Beautiful action from the Timberwolves there. Terrible defense from the Nuggets. And Gordon will bring it down. Being guarded by McDaniels. Gordon has it up top. Spinning to his right. Driving it down against McDaniels in the lane. Kicks out to Spencer Jones. Back to Gordon. Gordon on the left wing. Gordon faces up. Jab step. Jab step. Puts up the left wing 3 anyway. Way off. Hit the side of the backboard, or hit the backboard and bounced off the side. Didn't touch rim. Naj Reid crosses over on Brown in the lane, lefty floater off the back rim, rebound right back to him, puts it back up, can't get it to go, but a foul is called, and Naj Reid will go to the foul line for 2. And here comes this bench unit. Again, the non-Jokic minutes have been rough for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Those 2 Bruce Brown 3s really saving the skin of the Denver Nuggets right now. Crandon, what's up, Crandon? Leaving Bruce Brown because he's mid. Well, you paid the price. You gave up 6 points. Crandon said, you know what rhymes with Joker? Joker. JJ said, what is Gobert doing? Not even mad. I do, just genuinely curious. He's been in foul trouble all night. So he's come back into the game now. He's got 4 fouls. That's why he has barely played here tonight. Naj Reid knocks down both free throws. Back to a 1-point game it goes. Anthony Edwards on the bench, Julius Randle on the bench, and Nikola Jokic on the bench. Murray up top, coming to it right off a double screen, driving it down in the lane, one-legged floater, got it to go for Jamal Murray. There goes 30 for Jamal Murray. There's one for the bingo card. They get over to Dosunmu, off to Highland. Highland pass fake, swings it out to Dosunmu. Dosunmu back to Highland. Highland up top, and a foul is called off ball. So side out of bounds for the Timberwolves. They'll keep it. So that's Murray 30-point game. It's all the way down here. Doesn't really help right now. Oh, it does. We need the Dosunmu for 15. We need the Dosunmu 15 points. And we got bingo. Naj Reid has it in the post against Spencer Jones. Backing him down. Kicks it up top. A bad pass, but McDaniels catches it down the lane to his left. Stops. Pump fake. Pivots. Spins. Jumper. Can't get the friendly bounce. Battle for the loose ball. And Cam Johnson can't save it. It's going to stay here with the Timberwolves still. Joseph Taylor said, go Cavs. Go Cavs. 101-98, 3-point game. Jay Hammer said, but Jokic rhymes with Doncic. It doesn't rhyme with Doncic, actually. They just have the same suffix to it. McDaniels down the lane against Cam Johnson there, who takes a hard bump. And McDaniels does get the lay-in to go. No fouls called either way. And now here comes Bruce Brown bringing it down against Highland. Bruce Brown gets it over to Gordon. Gordon up top. Fakes the handoff, keeps it. Picked up his dribble, though. Hands it off to Bruce Brown. Down the lane, foul line. Tried to get it inside to Gordon. And it's out of bounds. And Bruce Brown immediately signaling that it should be challenged. Can't believe the call. I don't think they're going to use a challenge there. We're under 9 to go. Come on, timer, catch up. You ever said, do you gamble, Sheffy? I do not. Which is why I don't advertise any gambling here. And that is out of bounds off of Gobert there. Daniel Dash said, thanks for not trading Scoot Sheffy. Very much global diplomacy and international geopolitics 101. Appreciate it, brother. They're leaning on Jokic heavy tonight, but they're going to need to continue to lean on Jokic, especially with Anthony Edwards checking back in soon as well. The two superstars going to come into this game and look to take over. Who's going to win it out? Jokic in Denver or Edwards in Minnesota? Just under 9 minutes to go. 1-point game, man. 1-point game. Oh, Zahar, appreciate you, brother. What else do we got going on here? That's not what I wanted. Oh, the Nuggets called the timeout to use the challenge. We already have a successful challenge. Could we get a failed challenge here? So Randall's still stuck on 18. He did not score in that third quarter. We need 25, or maybe he scored 2 points. No, he did not score in that quarter. So we need 7 more points from Randall. McDaniels has 12. We need 20 from him, I believe. Yeah, we need 20 points from McDaniels. Could use a failed challenge. That would help. We need 4 stocks from Gobert. He's got 2 steals. No blocks, so need a block or a steal. We need 2 more stocks from him. Edwards needs another basket for the 30-pointer. We haven't had a shot clock violation yet. Don't have any Naj Reid props. Christian Brown, 10 and 5. Christian Brown with 10, 2, and 4. We need 1 more assist for Christian Brown. Florida said no points for Gobert. No points for Rudy Gobert tonight. Only 5 rebounds. Again, only 19 minutes. Jokic with 22, 12, and 7. We need 3 more assists for Jokic for our triple-double. We also need 8 more points for the 30 ball, and that would give us bingo. Gordon has 5 points. He's not getting the 20. Murray's already got the 30. Christian Brown, like I said, need 1 more assist from him. Tim Hardaway Jr. off the bench for 16. He already hit our prop of 3 threes. Who else do we need? Johnson for 3 threes. He's only got the 1. He's 1 for 6 from 3 tonight. Brother, what is that? Jura said, will they win the challenge? I think they will win the challenge. We'll see. What else do we have here? I think that's all of it. We just need the triple-double. We need Jokic for 30. Dosunmu 15, 3 and 3. Dosunmu Sin with 9 points. We need 6 more points from Dosunmu. Successful challenge. Out of bounds off of Gobert. That is their last challenge, by the way. Must feel nice for your coach to utilize their challenges. My coach never utilizes them. Cranston, you got to know ball to know Brown is mid. For NBA player, not great, not bad, but between Gordon and Joker, Cam Johnson sneaks his way into the paint, gets a layup to go. Edwards back in the game, by the way. We'll see how long they wait to put Joker back in here. I wouldn't wait too much longer. Actually, I'd send him to the scores table right now with 8:30 to go. Dosunmu has it up top, leaves it off to Crandon. Leaves it off to Naj Reid, flips it up the left hand, can't get it to go. Battle for the loose ball. Cam Johnson picks it up. He's bringing it down the other way. Cam Johnson spins, leaves it off to Bruce Brown. Coming to his right. He's got a lane, leaves it off. Christian Brown in the paint. Layup. Got it to go for Christian Brown. Beautiful pass from Bruce Brown there. Nice attack. Dosunmu quickly pushing the other way. Layup for him. He can't get it to go down. No foul called on the contact. Here comes Bruce Brown off the rebound. Brown leaves it off for Gordon. Gordon has it on the left wing, being guarded by Gobert. Gordon up top, coming to his right off a Murray screen, spins, kicks it out. Murray, pass fake, splits the defense in the paint. Pass fake, loses the handle out of bounds. It's going back to the Timberwolves. Reckless play from Murray there, trying to get a little too fancy. Hey, Crandon's hooping. Shout out Crandon. Here comes Jokic. There he is. (105-100). Jokic comes back in. We got Edwards back in. Randall also back in. Minnesota will bring it down. They're trailing by 5. Aaron Gordon goes to the bench. Under 8 to go here in the fourth. Edwards up top. Coming to his left. Dancing around the Gobert screen. He'll spot it for a deep straightaway 3. He'll come up short. Rebound to Christian Brown. And he gets fouled by McDaniels. Christian Brown now with 3 boards. Need 2 more rebounds or 1 more assist for a Christian Brown prop. I don't know if we're going to get... Oh, we would need the triple-double from Jokic. Jokic got to start swinging that ball around. Dosunmu to the bench. So Dosunmu 15, 3 and 3 is not looking good. They get the Jokic, high post. Kicks it out to Murray. Coming to his right up the Jokic screen. In the Jokic, bad pass, spins, kicks it out to Bruce Brown. He'll fire up a 3, and he'll miss it. Rebound to Edwards, bringing it down the other way. Edwards up top, being guarded by Cam Johnson. Gets to the Rand on the post, and he gets fouled by Bruce Brown. James said, Gordon not 100%. Nope, not at all, not at all. Kamal said, this looks like the Hawks-Knicks game, but will the Wolves prevail? Will they prevail? They get over to Gobert, coming to his left, off the Edwards, with the Edwards hands off, kicks it over to DiVincenzo, misses the left corner 3, rebound by Bruce Brown. Bringing it down the other way against DiVincenzo, little full court pressure. They hand it off to Jokic up top, being guarded by Gobert. Jokic. Ball knocked out of his hands by DiVincenzo. He recovers it. Quickly swings it over to Bruce Brown. Back to Jokic, cutting to the rim. Layup. Can't get it to go. No fouls on Gobert. Jokic just misses the layup. Randall up top. Randall swings it out to Edwards. Left wing. Pump fakes. Driving it down in the lane. In the paint. Gets the layup to go for Anthony Edwards. Smooth move. And there's the 30 ball for Edwards. It's a prop we can color in on our bingo card here. But here comes Murray bringing it down. Approaching the halfway point. About 6:30 to go. Jokic up top, playing the 2-man game with Murray. Coming to his left, foul line, pump fakes. Leans in, got nowhere to go. Kicks it up top to Jokic. Jokic being guarded by McDaniel. Spins to his right, driving it down, bullying his way, kicks it out. Bruce Brown wide open right corner 3, comes up wide, left on that, off the rim. Gobert almost throws it away, but DiVincenzo saves it. Gets it over to Edwards. Edwards bringing it down, back to DiVincenzo. They get it to Randall in the post, being guarded by Johnson. He spins towards the baseline, layup, can't get it to go, but he draws the foul, and Randall will go to the foul line for 2. James said Dosunmu was fouled. He could have been. Zane said, no, they are actually making their free throws. Minnesota's missed some free throws tonight, but not as many as the Knicks. That's 5 fouls on Cam Johnson. So the Cam Johnson 3 threes is not looking likely. Matter of fact, it comes out of the game. Gamal said, I like Aaron Gordon. I wish you would go to the Hawks for Zach. You're not getting Aaron Gordon for Zach Ricochet, brother. Jamal Murray goes to the bench here. We got Edwards for 30. Let's clear that in. While Randall's at the foul line. Randall hit the first free throw. Randall does knock down the second free throw. Pretty good free throw shooter, that Julius Randle. Hit ahead to Christian Brown. He pump fakes all the way to the lane. Two-handed slam for Christian Brown. Looking explosive. 107-104, back to 3. Anthony Edwards bringing it down. We're going to get a timeout. Going to get a timeout with 5:57 to go. (107-104). Christian Brown scoring. Great. He's got 14. But I need at least one more assist or 2 more rebounds from him to get the 10 and 5. That's all I'm asking for, big dog. Jokic with 22, 12 and 8. 2 more assists for Jokic. We got the triple-double. And then 1 more assist for Brown, and we have a bingo. We got Jokic for 30. We'll get bingo. But with 5:52 to go, it's starting to get close, man. Ozar. Appreciate you, Ozar. Giving us the stream elements comment. Appreciate it, brother. Ricardo Cepeda. Anyone saw Mike Brown's press conference answers? I did not. But that game's not on Mike Brown. I know he didn't call the timeout. Yeah, I get it. I gotcha. Make your free throws, Knicks. It's all on the players. Make your free throws. Missing 10 free throws in a game, you don't deserve to win. Justin23 said, I hope Jokic gets the 2 assists. I hope so, too. I want the bingo. Ozar said, I want Timberwolves, but Denver is scary in a close game. Jokic usually gets them to a point where they tend to generate a good look on every offensive play. Gamal said Denver will sweep the series. Still on the board. Denver leads to 1-0. Randall with 20, needs 5 more points. That would help. Jokic with 22. Need the triple-double, need 8 more. 8 points, 2 assists in this fourth quarter from Jokic would be huge for us. Showcase. Keep up the great work, brother. Appreciate the showcase. Ozar doesn't think it'll be a sweep. I don't think so either. Mike K-Line. What's up, Mike? Doesn't matter who coaches the Knicks. They have a clumsy cat with a fat contract. I think they'll be all right, brother. Here we go. We're coming back out. Anthony Edwards will bring it down. Here we go. Final half of the fourth quarter. It's a 3-point game. Denver in the lead. Edwards up top, gets it over to DiVincenzo. Jab step inside the inside the Gobert against Jokic. Jokic comes over the block, out to Randall. Coming to his left off the Gobert screen. Down the lane, leans in, floater off glass. Got it to go down for Julius Randle. He's got 22. 3 more away from the 25 we're looking for. Still need that triple-double from Jokic, though. Here comes Aaron Gordon subbing back in, hands it off to Murray. Murray on the left wing gets it over to Jokic. Jokic steps behind the three-point line. He'll fire it up, and he'll come up well short on the air ball. Here comes Edwards off the here comes Randall off the rebound. Randall on the left wing, spins to his left, spins back to his right, down the lane, spins to his left, in the paint, gets in the paint, kicks it out. McDaniels an open corner 3, can't get it to go. Jokic the rebound, bringing it down, gets it over to Murray. And Murray bringing it down, gets it over to Jokic. Jokic will walk it down. Hands it off to Murray, coming to his left, pulls it back, coming back to his left, being guarded by McDaniels, swings it out to Jokic. Jokic up top, trying to get it back to Murray, trying to play that two-man game. Inverted pick and roll, he swings through to his left, rejecting the screen, down the lane, lefty layup, can't get it to go down. Jokic hits the floor hard, he's looking for the foul, he doesn't get it. Hit ahead to DiVincenzo, he's going to pump fake from 3, inside pass, McDaniels, the two-handed slam, what a pass from Dante. And Minnesota retakes a 1-point lead. Back and forth these two teams go. Christian Brown on the left wing gets it into Jokic. Jokic, mid-post, left elbow, faces up against Gobert. Jokic driving it down, spins, flips it up with the right-hand hook, can't get it to go, long rebound, knock loose, DiVincenzo picks it off. He's going to go the other way for the one-handed layup. I thought he was going to throw it down with 2 hands, but instead, we get a 3-point lead. Dante DiVincenzo just out hustling the Denver Nuggets there. A little over 4 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. We're going to get yet another timeout, 110 to 107. Mike said, watched him many games like Gobert looks clumsy. We've seen every single game. Not many, brother. We've seen every single game over here. Data Dash said, it is very close now in approaching clutch minutes. Randall's playing great. Nikola Jokic, of course. These are very admirable, mature performances by Randall. Randall, 22.6 boards, 5 assists. 5 assists. Always thought the Randall being a playoff dropper allegations were overblown. He had nobody on that Knicks team the first time he went to the playoffs. Second best player was year 2, R.J. Barrett. They started a lineup that featured Elfrid Payton and Nerlens Noel. That was Julius Randle or bust. And then the second time they went to the playoffs, Julius Randle was coming off the ankle injury and then hurt the ankle again and had to have off-season surgery. So that's the explanation for not playing well in the next postseason. And then got hurt the third time the Knicks went to the postseason, and he was not able to be a part of it. And then got traded to the Minnesota Timberwolves. So. Ozahar said, I like Sheffy. He is the best. Appreciate you, brother. Zane said, Rudy with another choke performance. Darn you, Draymond is crazy. I was about to say, I don't think Rudy's played terrible today other than a couple of bad fouls, but Gordon gets it over to Murray, coming to his left off a double screen, pull up 3 for Jamal Murray. Can't get it to go. Rebound to DiVincenzo. Under 4 to go here. Edwards bringing it down. Edwards coming to his right off the screen. Pull up 3 for Anthony Edwards. Can't get it to go there. Jokic with the rebound. Home run pass. Christian Brown to the rim. Can't get the dunk to go down against McDaniels, but a foul is called. Christian Brown will go to the foul line for 2. You got to get that dunk to go down, brother. We got to get that extra assist for Jokic. And the Timberwolves are going to use a challenge here. See the replay on it. Got his left hand on the hip of Christian Brown as he rises up for the dunk. Jay Lopez said, you sound tired? It is 1:13 a.m. here for me, brother. 2 games in a row. Takes a lot of energy. It does take a lot of energy. Especially the way I do them. Try to be as energetic as possible. Keenan Hart said that wasn't a foul. He smoked the dunk. He did smoke the dunk. You got to get that dunk to go down, big dog. You just got to. You got to. Number 1, you got to give Jokic our assist so we can get the triple-double. We also need 1 more assist or 2 more rebounds from Christian Brown, along with the triple-double. Or Jokic for 30 points, we get bingo. Got bingo possibilities all over the place here. Randall close to 25 as well. If Jokic can get the triple-double, Randall for 25, Christian Brown 1 more assist, and Jokic get the 30, we can have bingo all over the place. 1, 2, Three bingos. 3 possible bingos, and all of it's still on the board right now. Still possible. We also have failed challenge on the board here. We had a successful challenge, 2 successful challenges earlier in the game. We have failed challenge here. Let's see. Unsuccessful challenge by Minnesota there. They lose the timeout. They lose their challenge. No more challenges available in the game. We have both a successful challenge and a failed challenge here today. Sun's gented up, but I don't want to stand next to the lightning rod either. Foompe, what did Foompe say? Says I'm crazy. Tristat said going on 6 hours, no break. 6 hours, no break, brother. 6 hours, no break. I hope the microphone lasts. I can see that the battery is dying, which should not happen, which means the battery is deteriorating on the microphone, so I'm just going to have to buy a new microphone. But again, I got to do research. Christian Brown misses the second free throw, made the first one, 3:30 to go here in this fourth quarter, winding it down. Anthony Edwards on the right wing. Gets it over to DiVincenzo. Curling to his right, down the lane, kicks out to McDaniels, swing through in the paint. Ball gets knocked away by Hardaway. What a defensive play by Timmy. They get it over to Jokic, hit ahead to Gordon. Gordon on the left wing. Gets it to Jokic in the post, being guarded by Gobert. Gobert's played excellent defense on him all night, except he's been in foul trouble. Jokic backing him down, across the lane, pump fake, spins. Loses the handle, picks it up, flips it up. Can't get it to go down. Gobert knocks the rebound away, and Randall picks it up. Excellent defense by Rudy Gobert there. It's a 2-point game. We're under 3 to go. Randall up top. Jokic flops. And they call an offensive foul there on Gobert. That is an absolute flop from Nikola Jokic there, man, and they gave it to him. They gave him the superstar call. That is an absolute flop from Jokic. Gobert does lean into him, but Jokic, he's 7 feet tall, man. He knows the contact is coming. He's standing there. Gobert comes into him. He keeps his feet there. He doesn't try to absorb the contact. He just takes it and falls over. 5 fouls on Rudy now. And they get the ball back. Gordon gets it over to Jokic. Hands it off to Murray. Coming to his right. Foul line. Pump fake. Loses the handle. Picks it up. Gets it back to Jokic. Fakes the handoff. Keeps it. Pump fakes from 3. Jab step. Puts up the straightaway 3 now. He's been missing all night. Continues to miss. Rebound back to Murray. Murray trying to play the 2-man game with Jokic here. Spinning to his left. Now crossing over to his right. DiVincenzo does a great job getting over that screen. They can't play the 2-man game. Murray has to heave it. Almost got it to go down, but comes up short. Rebound to Anthony Edwards. Excellent defense from Dante DiVincenzo there. Here comes Edwards bringing it down. He has it up top, being guarded by Gordon. Dancing with it. Crosses over to his right in the lane. Stop, turn, spin. Pump fake, leans in. Fall away over Gordon. Can't get it to go. Gobert the offensive rebound and the putback for Rudy Gobert over Jokic. And a 4-point lead for the Nuggets. Here comes Jokic coming to his right off the Murray screen. Driving it down. Loses the handle. Picks it up. Kicks down Murray. Pump fakes. Now driving it down in the lane. Throws up the floater. Comes up short. Everything coming up short now for Denver. Both Jokic and Murray now coming up short. Here comes Anthony Edwards bringing it down. Coming to his left. Off the screen. Steps back. Pass fake. Kicks it out to DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. Being guarded by Christian Brown. Coming to his right. Off the screen. Driving it. Sees a double team, kicks over to Randall, swings it over to DiVincenzo, driving to his left in the paint, kicks it out to McDaniels, right corner, pump fakes, driving to his left on Hardaway in the paint, follow away jumper over him, well contested, can't get it to go as the shot clock almost expired. Jokic picks up the rebound though, bringing it down the other way, gets it over to Christian Brown, over to Aaron Gordon, he walks into the pull-up right wing 3, and he knocks it down. His first 3 of the night, a big-time one, getting back to a 1-point game with 1:18 to go. Are we going to get a timeout here? What do we got? They're just going to inbound it. Oh, I think they went to go check. The refs went to go check to see if it was a 3. It was a 3. His feet are clearly behind the 3-point line. Big-time shot from Gordon. His first made 3 of the night. 112, 111. Here comes Anthony Edwards bringing it down. Edwards has it up top, being guarded by Murray. Swings it over to DiVincenzo. His spot's up for a three. Dante DiVincenzo knocks down a huge one, getting those 3 points right back. Back up by 4 they go. A minute to go here. Murray's going to walk the dog a little bit. So our timer's slightly ahead. Murray dancing around the Jokic screen to get it over to Jokic. Up top. Jokic keeps it. Trying to run the two-man game with Murray. Coming off the screen, going all the way to the rim. Oh my goodness, Jokic throws it over Gobert. He's been saving those legs all season. When was the last time we saw a Jokic poster? Edwards bringing it down. He has it up top, being guarded by Christian Brown. Edwards up top to 2-point game. Big time stop here for the Nuggets. Edwards swings it out to McDaniels. McDaniels back to Edwards. Edwards. And a travel on Anthony Edwards. Shuffled the feet before he dribbled it. Wow. Wow. Ball back to the Nugs. Jokic and Edwards getting into it. Jokic and Edwards getting into it a little bit. Suns Gen said, we'll be a little better if we can get Mark Williams and Grayson Allen back. Oh, that might be a technical on Edwards. That's a bad move from Anthony Edwards. Trying to shove Jokic away there. Now, they're not going to give anybody anything. Let the players decide it. I like it. Here comes Murray bringing it down against McDaniels. Murray gets it over to Jokic up top. Hands it off to Murray. Coming to his right off the Jokic screen. Bounce pass to Jokic. Tries to shove it down low to Christian Brown. Goes up, gets fouled. He's going to the foul line for 2. Whew, that pass almost didn't make it. Keenar said, no travel on the card? Oh, it's already taken. Yeah, already taken. Where's the travel? We had I remember the travel earlier in the game. There it is. There it is. Christian Brown at the foul line for 2. Looks like we're not going to get the Jokic triple-double. We're also not going to get Jokic for 30. Christian Brown misses the first free throw. Missed free throws. The story of the night in both of these games, man. The story of the night in both of these games. And you guys know my biggest pet peeve in the NBA is missing free points, man. They're free points. They're called free throws for a reason. Nobody is guarding you. You're standing 15 feet away from the basket, and you can't knock down your free throws? My goodness. Christian Brown does at least knock down the second one. It's a 1-point game. The Minnesota Timberwolves call a timeout here. 20 seconds to go. My goodness. My goodness. Fungpei said, better not lose power now. That would suck if the final call of the game had the microphone die out. That'd be hilarious. Then they said, I want my money back from those free throws. $30 for Edwards. Did we knock that one up? We did. Brown, he did get an assist. Christian Brown got an assist. We need a triple-double, I'll tell you that. And it doesn't look like we're going to get it. We got 30 seconds to go. Jokic, our best bet for it. He needs 2 more assists, though. Doesn't look like we're going to get it. Need a triple-double for bingo. Or 30 points from Jokic. He's going to come up short on both of those. McDaniels for 20. He's got 14. Going to come up short on that as well. Let me blow my nose real quick for the final call. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Kamal said plenty of time left. 19 seconds to go. Both teams still have 1 timeout remaining. Both teams in the bonus. You got to go for the steal or you got to foul immediately. You get it in the Randall, they foul Randall. 18 seconds to go. G4 said diagonal bingo. Bingo. We could get we could get diagonal bingo. But we need the triple-double. The Sumu ended the night with like 9, 3, and 3 or something like that. So close to that one as well. Keenar said, not a Booker guy, would like to see Jalen Green actually become consistent. Well, that's the story of his career so far. Christian Blake said, Johnson, 3 threes. Has 1 3 tonight. 1 for 6 from 3-point range. And now 5 fouls, so he's not even closing the game out. Randall hits the first free throw. You got 1 more coming. Randall hit the first free throw. A perfect second free throw, giving them that 3-point lead. Denver does have a timeout, but they're going to walk it down and run through their offense. Obviously, we're going to see a lot of two-man action between Murray and Jokic here. Murray coming to his left off the Jokic screen, steps back, mid-range fall-away jumper, comes up short, battle for the rebound. Jokic battling for it, picked up by DiVincenzo, hit ahead to Randall. Randall back to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo, the two-handed slam, and the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to tie the series up at 1 apiece here in Denver. Murray, the half-court heave, is going to come up short, and that's going to be the end of the game as Minnesota pulls away. They didn't even give themselves a chance. They went for the two, but a step-back two from Murray there, don't love that shot. But either way, 119-114 is the end of the game. Julius Randle coming up clutch. What did he end up with? 24 points. He doesn't even give us the 25 points, which wouldn't have mattered anyway. We still needed Gordon for 20. So close to bingo. This might be the most amount of squares we filled in without getting a bingo. Johnson, we needed 3 threes. Desunu, we needed 15 3 and 3. We needed a triple-double from Jokic or a 30-point game from Jokic. Didn't get any of those. But we were so close. We needed McDaniels for 20. So close to all of those, and we didn't get it. To me, that's the sign of a beautiful bingo card right there. To fill in as many of the spots as possible without actually giving away a bingo. So, that'll wrap us up here. Like I said, we will be live tomorrow for the Trailblazers Spurs game, 8 o'clock start time. So we'll be live around 7:45. Again, we're not going to go through a full pregame rundown the way they did in the regular season because we've covered all these teams. We know what the matchups are. They're going to be in there for at least 4 games. So we're going to cover how the previous game went, go over our bingo card, and then get right to the tip-off. But with that being said, thank you guys for hanging out with me. It is officially 1:26 a.m. as we are signing off here. So appreciate you guys for hanging out with me all night. Shout out to all of the channel members, whether you're gifted a membership or you decide to become a member, all on your own. I appreciate you guys nonetheless. Shout out everybody who was super generous in the chat tonight. AP with multiple super chats. Appreciate you, brother. As well as a Knicks fan who upped his membership. Shout out Henry Robinson with a very generous super chat. He said, Knicks in 5. You got to lose one game to get Knicks in 5, and they lost one here today. So now you're going to have to go to Atlanta, win both of those games down there, and that will be very difficult. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me through both of these games. Remember to brush teeth before bed. Stay hydrated, and I'll catch you on the next one. Good night, everybody. Bye.